gentlemen, welcome to Roy Johnson Stadium on the campus of Hillcrest High School. Brent Jones here with you, along with Brad Armstrong, Brian Pirano, and the entire Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network crew. It is homecoming 2024 here at Hillcrest as the Patriots are ready to take on the Hueytown Golden Gophers, a well-known friend slash foe. And it's, well, I guess it's turning out to be a pretty good night for football because some rain showers came through. It's been fairly cool all day long. And
the lights are on.
Bryson has gone up the middle, 50, 45, 40. Stumbles, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and dives to the pylon and into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
The field is lined.
Cuts it upfield. He's got some movement. He is gone. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown, Patriots.
Let's do this, Tuscaloosa. This is Hillcrest Football on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network. Now, Brent Jones, Brad Armstrong, and the Hillcrest Student Broadcast Crew. Hillcrest Football on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Hello and welcome to the Coach Jamie Mitchell pregame show. Coach Mitchell, positives and negatives from this past Friday night from people who were really paying attention. We saw a team that did not give up after losing 2 region games, that came out with a lot of fight, had Hewitt-Trussville on the ropes in the first half, but just couldn't quite pull things through because of some mistakes they made that really kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, just so many of those self-inflicted, and those are the things that are driving me crazy. It would be different if it was a lack of talent or lack of ability, and, we've got a good football team. It's just not showing up on the scoreboard, and, there's so many places where it does show and so many parts of the game where it does show, and, unfortunately at our level, you've got to play 48 minutes. Not perfect football, but you just can't afford to make more mistakes or just magnified tenfold in this league.
It's a different world in 7A. Compare 7A to 6A and those kinds of things.
Well, the coaching is completely different. You see some elite schematics and things that you just don't see at the 6A level, and the players obviously are considerably better. There's more to choose from at the 7A schools. So, the facilities, how could you go to Hewitt and not just be blown away with that, that's the top of the food chain when you talk about high school experiences. And, for our kids to get to be in that arena, I think is unbelievable. And, it's where we want to be. It's where we feel like we can survive and compete. And, we just got to continue to be who we are, and that's Hillcrest. And it's been plenty good enough. It will be good enough. And, we just got to continue to keep chopping the wood and get better and find a way to stop making some of the mistakes that are costing us.
Right, and that next opportunity to keep getting better and better comes this Friday night against an old nemesis, Hueytown. But it's not like you're bringing in a patsy for homecoming.
No.
Hueytown's a solid 6A program, one of the best in the state.
They sure are, and it just doesn't seem like graduation ever affects them. You turn on the film the next year and their guys look just like the ones they had the year before. And it's just they do a great job of replacing players that move on, and they are ultra talented, super athletic. What you would expect to see when you see Hueytown, they're all of that, and it will be no different. It'll be a slobber knocker, man. It's going to be a heck of a test.
Well, we've had some good ones with them in the past. Can you tell us some specifics about what we can expect from them?
Their D-line play is I think that's kind of where they're built, very similar to us. Every year you look at them, they've got some elite defensive linemen, and just do a really good job with those guys. They're long in the secondary, which makes it a little bit difficult for you. And offensively, they got a quarterback that's a dual threat guy. He can certainly hurt you with both parts of his game, and probably a little more scary runner than he is thrower. He takes off with it, and that's been a little bit of an issue for us, is containing the quarterback. So we got our plate full. We're gonna get after it this week and try to get a good plan ready to go, and it'll be a great environment for a great high school game Friday.
It's homecoming week, and I know you've been doing this for a long time. I'm sure you break out the old homecoming checklist of things that you have to say and do with your players, right?
Yeah, I think history has proven, we had some players that were suspended last year, some of our very best, and I'm going to stand by our standards here, and, it's all about fun, having a great time. It should be that way, but when it comes to making silly, dumb choices, there's consequences that go with that. And, we had some guys last year that made some bad choices. It cost them their senior homecoming game. And, my prayer is that doesn't happen this year, man. Right. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the fun times. And, most importantly, let's get ready to play a ball game.
Right. Well, should be a good one. Ready to get back on that winning track. I know we sure are. All right. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome back. Yeah, go ahead. Hit it. Yeah. There you go. Welcome back to Roy Johnson Stadium. Brent Jones, Brad Armstrong, Brian Pirano, as we prepare for Homecoming 2024. The band has just entered the field. The Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band. It's going to be a little bit different here tonight, of course, since it is homecoming. The festivities will continue at halftime. They've been going on all week long. And since we're talking about homecoming festivities, guys, you guys are very involved in the week and how things go. with homecoming. How do you think this week has gone as far as homecomings go?
Well, it was homecoming, that's for sure. Homecoming and a lot of things, Hillcrest. Ultimately it's about the kids, it's about our student body, and I think a lot of them had a really, really good time. Obviously, the adults, it's a little more stressful for us because, the school can be hectic because a lot of stuff going on outside of school. But, especially the stuff that was put on by the school, whether it be the float building or the parade or Patriot games or the pep rally break. I thought all of that went exceptionally well. We got the dance following the game tonight. So, I certainly enjoyed all those events that we put on as a school. I think that's great. It's great for school spirit. It's great to have these kids allowing them something to do beyond just academics, though.
Right. It's been a lot of fun. And, guys, I may be biased, and maybe I shouldn't say this.
Right.
But in looking at the floats this year, I think the freshman float was the best
Freshman float was outstanding. The young men and women in the class of 28, they did a great job with it. One of the better freshman floats I've seen in my 20 years here.
Yeah, absolutely. Brad, how has your week been?
It's been great.
We have one specific event to talk about with you that I want to get some feedback on. You were taped to the wall for a fundraiser.
Yeah, well, we have a choir, and we have a new choir teacher this year who's actually a Hillcrest alum, and it's Hannah Kate Belgard.
Mm-hmm.
She was Hannah Kate Junkin when she was a student here. We're huge fans of hers, and she has a lot of energy, and she has a lot of new ideas, which is really, fun to have.
Yeah.
And so she asked me earlier in the week, or maybe it was last week, would you be willing to be taped to the wall? And I'm like, I have no idea what that means. What are you talking about? And then I was like, you mean like, you're webbed onto the wall and you can't fall? Okay, sure, whatever. And so I'm in. And then so that's what happened. And I got taped to the wall, raised a couple $100 for the choir, and I'm still here to tell about it.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that here in just a minute. But as you may have been able to tell, the crowd is quiet because the color guard is on the field, and we're about ready for our national anthem.
Perfect.
So let's take a moment and let's listen to the Pride of Patriot Parkway and our national anthem. All right. The Hillcrest Patriot, Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band and our national anthem. The band tonight looking great, guys, in their full uniforms, shakos, and everything. Looking great there tonight.
They do look great. Sound good, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, we got a football game coming up here in just a few minutes, and like we were talking about, this is a game that this team needs, really, really needs to win to get things going again. But, I've been looking at the standings in the region and the future schedules for our region opponents and things of that nature, and it looks to me like there still is a reasonable chance that this team can make the playoffs, but it's going to take us taking care of business.
Yeah. I mean, there's certainly, we're only halfway through the season right now. We still have a lot of regions games left to play. So, like you were saying, Brent, it's good right now. Obviously, this game means nothing in the standings, nothing for those playoff hopes you just said. But it's a great way to get us ready for the second half of the season, though. Try to fight for that fourth playoff position in 7A Region 3.
It would take a lot. Not only do we have to win the games that we have, but you probably need somebody to stumble, right?
Yeah.
But if we do win them out, then we'll take care of business. That'd be great.
Right.
But look, all you're saying, so you're saying there's a chance. Yes,
absolutely.
There's
yes.
a chance.
Yes. And I think that the chance becomes greater with a win here tonight because even though the mathematical chances don't change at all, if Hillcrest loses this game tonight, a win tonight instills a lot of confidence in this team going forward and taking care of other business
100%.
that has to be done.
And, the thing is, I still think, but obviously, we can make assumptions all night about the difficulty of the schedule prior to, but now, after now. But I will say, just from what I think, we were front-loaded with a lot of teams that were really good.
Sure.
So, you're talking about Hoover, Vestavia, Hewitt, very good. Obviously, Thompson still looms for the Patriots. And it's not a slight at Oak Mountain or Prattville at all because I do think they're very good too.
Right.
I just think that in grand scheme of things, of Class 7A Region 3, Oak Mountain, Prattville County probably doesn't have the same luster as Hewitt, Hoover, Thompson.
Those teams are more beatable.
Or Vestavia, correct, sure. And then, not to say that we win the games, but we certainly have a better chance. You're right.
Yep. If our 3 remaining games were Vestavia, Hoover, and Hewitt-Trussville, the prospects would not look
and I
nearly
was thinking,
as
if our
bright.
schedule was reversed, though, and we had played this second half first, I'm sure we're looking ahead to those, probably with a better record than 2 and 3 going into those. But nonetheless, all that's kind of up there on the horizon, and we just got to take care of Hueytown here on homecoming night, guys.
Well, it's funny. I'm sorry. I just was going to same vein. Actually, we've become, we have new friends, and I say friends, loosely. We have new acquaintances. How about that?
Okay.
We have new competitors. We compete in a sportsmanlike way. We're very collegial to the other people in our conference or region. But at the same time, we do know these guys. And a guy that we've become friends with, or at least, know a guy named Blake Boren. And Blake is the athletic director at Prattville. And Blake has become, he's a very nice guy.
Okay.
And so we've talked a few times, and he was telling me kind of the opposite. They, in their front half of the season, they played County, they played Oak Mountain. And so they played some of what you might consider the weaker opponents in Class 7A Region 3. And their back half is – they've played Hoover the other night, and they lost, I think, 40-6 or something like that.
That's
but,
exactly right.
Their back half is Thompson and Vestavia, and they're like, wow, we've kind of already gone through those. So you could still see a glimmer of hope over a successful season. And even if playoffs aren't in our future, you still want to finish with a positive because those juniors and sophomores are going to turn into seniors and juniors. And you want those kids to have some sort of, hey, man, I'm telling you the future's bright.
Right.
And we've been saying that in the broadcast, and obviously it's tough to keep selling that, but I do think it's true.
Right. You coach tomorrow's team today, as Coach Mitchell likes to say.
You sure do.
And this is another thing that Coach Mitchell said that I want to bring up. We talked about the importance of this game and how usually, it's not that important, a non-region game. You want to win, of course, but it's not like you throw everything out there to do at all costs to win the game. You preserve players if necessary, if they've got little bangs and bruises and that kind of stuff. But it's different here tonight. He said, we're doing everything in our power to win this game. This game is just as important as any other game.
Yeah, I think it's what we talked about, just getting the momentum back, right? Getting that, I think Brad used the word mojo back, getting that mojo back. So moving into the second half of the season, that we do have something to build on right now. So maybe if we did play that back half first, we're 4-1 or something, maybe Jamie's taking it a little easy. I don't want to say take it easy, but probably playing a few more kids on a homecoming night than he plans to here in 10 minutes at Roy Johnson.
Right. Well, we're kind of speaking of keys to victory without really calling it that. So let's pull up our keys to victory, if we could, brought to you by Alabama Express. And let's look at what we have. Who wants to go first? Hillcrest, what you got?
I'll talk a little bit. I think it's important that Hillcrest finds a successful, outcome here. And not necessarily, I'm not saying you don't, obviously you want to win the game. But if you can find some positives, if you can build on something, even if you lose the game, I still think it can be a positive outcome. You definitely want to find something that works for you. We've talked a lot throughout the season about the number of skill players, the number of kids that can make plays for our team. I think that those kids, not only do you have to find them, but I think they have to have success. The Jalen Cooks, the Jacoby Harris, those guys have had success, but I think they need to be more consistent producers for us, and I think this is another opportunity for us to put a good product out there and for them to have some confidence in their playmaking abilities.
Yeah. Find the guys who are going to have that light bulb come on.
Yes.
Before the
I
end of
agree.
the season and really get that experience
Definitely.
and be ready for the later games this year and the games next year
If
as
you've
well.
never played, it slows down at some point.
You're
And
right.
if you
That's
don't,
right.
if you've never played a sport, you may not even know what that means.
Right.
But it starts to slow down, and I need that to happen. And I think
and
all of us do.
clarity.
Yeah.
Like clarity.
Yes,
Yeah.
Brian talked about the play two halves. I think that was a good one. Coach
Yeah.
P, you want to touch on that?
Yeah,
one?
certainly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, going into halftime of the last 3 region games, none of them were close at the end. I think all of them were 3 scores plus. But all of them were, I know Vestavia
They
were
were ball games at
28-17,
halftime, you're right.
but Marvin Johnston had just blocked that field goal. So besides that, there were 1-score games. Honestly, with us going into a lot of, going into halftime with a lot of momentum, and then we come out in the second half, it's either a 3 and out or a fumble, or we give up a quick score,
Penalties.
something like that. Exactly, Brent. Some sort of penalty where we've got to be able to put a full 48 minutes
Yes,
together.
agreed.
And that's going to be a big thing right now. And I know, everything we see up here, the keys to victory, I guarantee you the coaches see this on Sunday when they meet up here for 8
sure.
or 9 hours. So I know that's something they've talked about as well.
For sure. What about Hueytown, Brad?
Well, we're young. Everybody knows it. It's not a secret. I think it's important when you play somebody that's young, you throw a lot of things at them. I don't think Hueytown's going to create a new game plan for Hillcrest necessarily. I think they do what they do. Hueytown is generally very athletic. They're going to go for 2-point plays whenever they score touchdowns, and they're also going to do weird things, right? Run a trap. They love to run the quarterback a lot. So you have to be super athletic to be able to keep up with them. They're also going to be real physical. And a lot of times when you have a young team, you have to develop that physicality. And I think if you're Hueytown, you try to exploit Hillcrest's youth by trying to push them around and try to give them a lot of eye candy. And if you're a young Hillcrest defender, then it's difficult to keep up with and trust your reads. What are your assignments? Stay in your lane. Play this particular gap. And sometimes you get tricked. And we saw that, especially in the Vestavia game.
Yeah.
The Vestavia game, we got just absolutely killed on that eye candy stuff.
Right.
And a little bit, to a lesser extent, which I was really proud of, to a lesser extent last week against Hewitt. However, Hewitt, Coach P's got a great statistic on this, but Hewitt did exploit some eye candy. And I think, Hillcrest has made mistakes. I think they've failed to take advantage of things at times. I do think that has a lot to do with their youth.
Yeah.
And I think Hueytown's got to take advantage of that as well. But I did want Coach P to talk a little bit about the statistics of the Hewitt game, because I'm telling you, we were really close, guys.
Right.
I know that score
Yeah.
is not indicative of the game, and if you watched it, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, and if you look at the numbers at halftime, we were up. I think it was 309 total yards
Right.
for us and 186 for them.
Let's give it the
But the
stat
score
that
was
Brad
tied.
is. Yeah, the score Brad was referencing. Coach Patterson and I talked today, and but you're right. At halftime, second half, they dominated. They ended up with 450 or so yards in total offense. Well, they got 250 of those yards on 7 plays.
Right.
And then they got the other 200 the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of thing where, our exploiting our youth, even this last point right here, taking advantage of our miscues. A miscue is not always a penalty or a fumble. Sometimes it's a miscoverage.
Right.
Sometimes it's picking up the pitch man instead of the quarterback. So those miscues don't always show up in the penalties in the stat book. They show up in big plays that we may give up.
Right. And there you have it, the Alabama Express keys to the game. Now it's time for the Alabama Credit Union coin toss out on the field as we have new captains for the Patriots here tonight. The captains are number 90, Tavion Johnson, and number 99, the kicker, Hudson Hall.
Hey.
All right. I can't see the number. Let's see. That's number 11 for Hueytown.
Yeah,
on the other
85,
side.
11. Sorry, Brent, I had the other two.
That's
and
all
I
right. Number 11 is Keegan Horn. He's a defensive lineman. What else did you say?
He's also one of their standout defensive linemen.
Okay.
He's somebody mentioned by our offensive staff that we have got to key on.
Okay. Number 14, Quintrell Jackson is a running back. He's a captain.
Number 90 is also a captain, also a D lineman. He's the other person they mentioned on that D line, which is their strength.
Looks like we won the toss, guys, and we deferred.
Okay. That's what we'd like to do.
Yep.
So the Alabama Credit Union coin toss has, well, Okay, we won the toss. Okay,
That's
Yeah,
right.
we
And
won the
deferred.
toss. We'll
All right,
defer.
so
Yep.
Hueytown will be receiving the first half kickoff, and Hillcrest will get it to start out the second half, which is the way we like it.
Right.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups real quick before we get started here tonight. First, let's look at our defensive starters, since the Pats will be on defense first. Now, this may not be complete and accurate, but it is mostly. Number 97, Kendall Moorhead on the defensive line. Number 90, Tavion Johnson, who's a captain tonight, also on the defensive line. Number 94, Jeremiah Beverly, who's had an outstanding season, defensive lineman.
Sophomore.
Yes. Not sure about this. Omari Chambers, we believe that it's going to be Zay Hall in that position, number 1. Let's go on to the next one. Brooks Folks, number 44, at linebacker, along with Zay Hall. Also, Josh Whitehead, who's been having a good year as well, number 6, at linebacker. Marvin Johnson, who's really been coming on lately, number 31. And Jamarian Bennett, number 0, in the defensive backfield, along with Jay Leatherwood, number 23, and Javarsky Lanier, number 5. And those are your defensive starters for tonight. Now let's take a look at the offensive starters. At quarterback, of course, the senior leader, Bryson Kimbrough, number 12. Christian Ritchie, one of the running backs, number 2. Number 4, Jacoby Harris, also running back, the freshman, standout. Jalen Cook, the wide receiver, also number 13 at wide receiver. Jordan Chambers Smith, number 11, another one of the wide receivers. He was our offensive player of the week last week. Caden Smith, number 3, another offensive standout for the Pats, will be at wide receiver. And the tight end, number 80, Wyatt Garner. James Craig, who was one of our featured players at the Hillcrest Huddle this past Tuesday night for the offensive line. Sean Rogers, another offensive lineman, number 58. And Rylan Bell, number 68, of course, the big center and the leader of the offensive line. Jamarian Henton, number 76, at tackle. All right, the Patriots ready to come on. Guys, you know what our banner says this time? Let's see.
I don't.
For the past 2 years, weren't a mistake. We're back to back. I couldn't get the rest of it before they broke through. But anyway,
To beat Hueytown. No, just kidding. I have no idea what it said.
something like that, yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter because now they're through the banner and they're over to the sideline. The Golden Gophers are on the other sideline ready to go, and we're ready for some football action here tonight at HOCO 2024.
Oh, my gosh. Is this the official end of HOCO? Well, we got the dance, I guess. So,
Got the dance, got all the halftime festivities, the
That's right.
crowning of the queen, all that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
but golly, at least we're on the back end of it, though. So, well, here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go. And the
Ready.
rain looks like the rain stopped. So if you're listening and you're in the area, come on out, join the HOCO festivities.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful night,
It
actually.
is. Got a nice little breeze there.
Temperatures in the 70s, like
Yes.
going down into the 60s.
Absolutely.
Before the end of the night. It's going to be fantastic. And we're ready for the Hillcrest tennis kickoff.
Golly.
As Hueytown's kickoff return team makes their way out onto the field, the Hillcrest kickoff team huddled on the sideline getting some last-minute instructions from their coach, Bray Sullivan. You know, kickoffs still matter at the high school level.
That's right.
You know, in college, they're almost always touchbacks. In the pros, with this new dynamic, I put in air quotes, kickoffs,
Right.
They end up the same way with touchbacks.
Yeah,
But in high school, most of the time, the ball is run back, and it makes a difference
you know what?
in the
I
game.
think Hudson Hall's done a good job. He doesn't have the strongest leg, Brett, but he's done a great job with placing the ball. If anything, I think we've ended up in the plus on kickoffs. You know, a couple turnovers. You know, obviously he's not had too many touchbacks, but definitely limited them by switching it up.
You know, it's the Hillcrest tennis kickoff, and his kickoffs are kind of like a tennis shot.
Yeah, they
like
are.
a drop shot that you're placing at a certain point on the court.
Yeah, a little lob here, drop shot there.
Right. Lob's
really,
a better
there we
analogy.
go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so here we go with Hudson Hall. Total leather, and this one is underway. Hudson puts it deep in the corner, and it bounces across the goal line, and that'll be a touchback.
Yeah, I got us this one. I said, I don't know if he's had a touchback this year. Well, he said, all right, Coach P, I'll show you. I'll put it right there, you know, football in the corner pocket for the touchback.
Right. He just out-kicked the receiver who was looking for it at about the 12, 13-yard line.
That's right.
And it rolled into the end zone. All right, so here we go. Let's see how this rejuvenated defense can do here tonight. against Jabron Ellington, the quarterback that we saw last year, who had quite a game against us last year
and
as
you
well.
know, he's not Earl, if you were here a couple years
Earl
ago.
Woods, yeah.
But he's certainly Earl light. The same type of game plan, dual threat, likes to run more than he likes to throw.
All right, Ellington calls the signals, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Being pressured by A.J. Love and brought down by Tavion Johnson in the backfield. Sack on the first play of the game, a loss of 5.
I just muted myself. Tavion Johnson may have made the sack, but the play should be credited to A.J. Love.
Yes, for sure.
He came in and got the pressure off the edge. He pushed him up into the pocket, and Tavion Johnson cleaned up the trash.
All right, Ellington pitches it out this time around right in. Short gain to about the 21-yard line. Well, I say a short game, but actually about 5 yards by the running back, Anthony Robinson. And it will be 3rd and long. We'll call it 3rd and 8.
Yeah, good defensive play again. I love the pursuit. The gang tackling mentality has to be there. The Smurf Blues or whatever what did we call it last year?
I like that.
Did we call it the Smurf Blues?
Whatever we called it last year, let's go with it.
All right, the Gophers going for the hard count. Hillcrest Patriots, who have been susceptible to that, hold back, don't fall for it. Ellington calling the signals. Play clock down to 11, plenty of time. He's back to pass, but whistles blow it dead. Looks like it's going to be a false start, and back up the Gophs 5 yards.
I forgot. The Gophs. Man.
Golden Gophs.
Whenever you said that, I was like, the backup, the who? The Gophs. Man.
I can't lie to you. I got that from my wife. For some reason, she loves to shorten words.
Hey,
and it's kind of, I've kind of picked up on it.
I get it.
Unintentionally.
Well, you are a Wixer.
All right, so 3rd, and we'll call it about 13 now for the Gophs from their own 18-yard line. 3rd and long has been a weakness of this defense so far this year, too. Let's see if they can hold them here. Ellington will scramble and try to pick it up on his own, but he won't. He'll be out of bounds at about the 24-yard line, and the Gophers will be forced to punt.
Great start, guys.
Yes,
I mean,
the same thing, man.
Look, first of all, number one, Hueytown's good. We know that.
All right.
Hueytown's physical. We know that. But don't they look a lot different than what we're used to this
They
year?
look reasonably sized.
I know.
They look familiar.
Like normal humans.
I know they do.
They look familiar from the
look
past
like,
10 seasons.
They look like normal kids over there.
Right.
Oh, me.
All right, Caden Smith back to receive the punt. He calls a fair catch, and he makes the catch at the 46-yard line of the Golden Gophers. So great field position. Thanks to the defensive play, the offense starts in Golden Gopher territory.
Well, what a great start. I would guess this doesn't do anything but energize the team.
Yeah.
You know, a 3-and-out to start the game for the defense. You know, and the thing is, we know that Doomsday defense has been really, really good the past 2-3 years for the Patriots. So to have a start like that should give them a lot of confidence. The mantra for the year is kind of, so what? You know, like, you're not doing so well, so what? You're 2-3, so what?
Get out there and play.
Get out there and play. Let's go. Let's see if we can keep that going tonight.
Yep. Every play matters. Every game, every play. All right, so here we go. Bryson comes up to the line of scrimmage under center to take the 1st and 10 snap. He does so. Play action. He's back to pass and wide open at the 25. And stumbling, but into the end zone goes Caden Smith. 46-yard touchdown pass on the first play for the offense and the Pats.
Guys, what a call. I love the call, the play action. I looked like a belly G. That's what I thought they were going to run with the play, with the motion from the offensive line.
Where did he line up?
He lined in the slot.
To the right?
Yes.
Okay.
But then the play action, and you're like, oh my gosh, he's wide open. Just immediate energy has filled the room. We've got our best friend Cheryl Morrow back.
Yeah.
I mean, and she
Dr. Brandy
brought the good luck.
Dr. Brandy Patterson,
good.
extra point attempt coming from Hudson Hall. Snap, placement, kick is up, kick is through, and good. 7-0 Pats. 10:05 remaining in the first quarter. Hillcrest offense has touched the ball once. They have one touchdown.
Great job by Bryson selling that play action as well.
Yeah.
Good job, putting it in the belly, then pulling it. I think that was his first read, and honestly, there was nobody from Caden Smith to us up here. Easy walk into the end zone, as long as he was able to keep his footing.
When Miss Morrow first joined us 10 years ago, she brought a lot of rain. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember specifically.
I'm telling you, I remember she came to the football games, and at some point we said, don't come back to another game because it's rained so much. Yes, and it rained and rained and rained.
Yep.
Well, that's all we've had this year is rain at home games.
Yeah.
So she broke the streak by coming back tonight.
Good.
It rained until she got here.
And then when she got here, it went away. Right.
That's right.
She's a rainbow.
That's exactly right. Oh, me.
All right, here we go with the Hillcrest tennis kickoff, number 2 for the Patriots already, and we're not even 2 minutes in. Let's not get too excited.
I know.
Well, you know what, though? I'm going to spend a second or two being excited.
Okay, I'll allow it. All right, Hudson Hall with the kickoff will be fielded at about the 6-yard line in the left-hand corner. Pressure from the kickoff team comes, but the returner is able to break free. Carries a few tacklers all the way down to the 35.
Somebody came and cleaned the pile up a little bit. He came from nowhere, and he kind of hit one of our guys from the blind side. I would assume that's also a foul in high school. Even if it isn't, I don't want to call it a dirty play, but that is certainly something that, that probably players are not encouraged to do.
Was that what propelled the pile forward?
No, he actually came and did it the other way. It was right near the end of the play. It almost looked like he did it out of malice, but here we are.
Well, it was a nice return by Anthony Robinson. Ellington in an empty set now with 2 wides to the left, 2 to the right. He's back to pass. He fakes the pass. It's a quarterback draw, and he is brought down in the backfield. Tavion Johnson there again, along with A.J. Love to bring down the quarterback.
Tavion came into my room yesterday. I taught him last year. We were just chatting. I said, how you feeling health-wise, Tavion? He said, Coach, the ankle was bothering me, but this is the best I've felt since the 3rd game of the year.
That's awesome.
Now we see that coming to fruition.
2nd and 15 now after the sack. Ellington completes the screen pass on the left side. Nice job coming up to make the tackle for the Pats is number 24, Miles Madden, whose name we've been calling a pretty good bit here lately.
Well, the sophomore sensation, I think he may be listed as a junior, but I'm pretty sure Miles is a sophomore. And I'm excited to have him at outside backer.
Yeah. Another 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 this time for the Gophers. Ellington looks to his sideline for a change in the play. The Hillcrest defense adjusts accordingly. Now Madden being flanked in the backfield by Jakyler Ellis. Play action, he'll roll out to his right. He will be tackled in the backfield. The ball goes backwards. It's scooped up. So he was hit as he was releasing it, so it's an incomplete pass.
The guy that's the line judge way up the field called it incomplete. He's nowhere near the ball, and the head ref is throwing his beanbag. Isn't that correct?
Did you do the replay?
Did they call that on Jamie for coming on the field? Yeah,
no, I think, are they going to call intentional grounding?
Can you play the replay again?
That's
what I was thinking initially.
See, I think there was a forward pass, guys, but I don't think he had possession when it left his hands, which would still make it a fumble.
Well, there was nobody in the area if it was
right, but I don't think
a pass.
I think he was still in possession. I mean, he lost possession with the ball before he threw it.
Well, and obviously Coach Mitchell is upset because the angle of the call is atrocious.
And the head ref was right down he had it right down his line.
He can't make that call from there, and that's what Jamie's telling him. He said, how do you make an incomplete pass call from 10 yards up the field?
I agree. And
you're not in line with the play.
And obviously it's fourth and Bobby Miller right now, but at the same time, that could have been possession. It could have been a defensive touchdown as well. Jamie's taking a timeout to get his money's worth.
All right, so we are taking a timeout here?
That's right.
Okay, so timeout on the field. Our score, Hillcrest 7, Hueytown nothing. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
All right, we are back. It's 4th and forever for the Golden Gophers. Back to punt for the Gophers is number 4, Atrell Andrews. Caden Smith deep for the Patriots. He stands at the Hueytown 44-yard line. This punt will come from about the 2 or 3 yard line. 8:42 remaining in this first quarter. Hillcrest up 7-0. About to get the ball for the second time. The kick is away, almost blocked. Not quite, though. It will take a Hueytown bounce as Caden is unable to field it, but it'll be down at the 48-yard line. Another great starting position for the Hillcrest offense.
Nicely done there by the defense 2 times in a row, guys. 6 plays, 0 first yards.
Is Zay Hall out there on defense? I know we've had
I was looking for him. I've been looking for him.
Okay.
I don't think he has seen the field yet.
I mean, I just noticed we got such good penetration by our D-line. I've not gone to the second level to see if he's even been on the field.
I've seen Brooks Folks at that middle linebacker position and then Miles Madden on the outside.
It may be a situation to where if we discover that we don't need him, we keep him on the sideline and keep him fresh for next week when we get back in region play. If we do need him, he goes in the game.
Correct.
That's just a guess. Bryson in shotgun. Now Bryson moves up under center. I formation for the Pats. Here's the snap. The toss sweep is dropped. Bryson picks it up, tries to escape, but he'll be tackled all the way back at the 40-yard line of the Pats.
And that's one of the miscues we were talking about there, guys. Yeah. We did maintain possession of the ball, but nonetheless, it looks like we could pick up 4 or 5, and now it's 2nd and 20 plus.
The thing is, that's the sort of play that has killed us all season.
Right.
Now, we just can't make those kinds of mistakes.
Got to recover from it. We haven't been able to recover from them like we did back in 6A ball. Bryson rolls to his right, back to pass, deep down the sideline, and this one is incomplete at about the 25-yard line, intended for Caden Smith. He's not able to reel it in.
Hey, actually a pretty good ball by Bryson. I thought that was one of those, it's outside shoulder, it's to the sidelines, it's either my guy or no guy. And that's what you like. You like a quarterback putting it in a 1-on-1 situation, especially with probably your best athlete on the field. And, I don't mind that a bit.
3rd and 20 now for the Patriots from their own 42. The good news is that even if the Patriots are unable to pick up this 3rd and 20, we're still going to have the opportunity to punt it away and pin them deep once again.
Sure.
No real harm done. 7:45 remaining. Empty set for Bryson. 2 wide receivers to the right, 3 to the left. The ball is positioned right at the middle of the field. Bryson will take it on a quarterback keeper. He breaks free for about 5, but that's all down to the 47. It'll be 4th and 15, and the Pats will be forced to punt.
And with as well as our defense has played the first 2 drives, I don't hate that play right there. Don't do anything dumb. Give yourself 5 or 6 more yards. Let number 11, Jordan Chambers-Smith, punt it away. Play the field position game and let that defense hopefully make another big stand.
All right. So Jordan Chambers-Smith back to kick it away. He stands at his 32-yard line. He takes the snap, kicks it away. A good line drive spiral kick, gets over the head of the receiver and will dive out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That was perfect. They're going to call it the 1.
Maybe the 1, yeah.
That was excellent.
Freaking Jay Bramlett.
Man, sign that guy up. Speaking of sign up those kids, during the homecoming festivities, we had a kicking contest. Every year it's the same way. Field goal kicking contest.
Yeah.
It's the best competition we've had. Aside from the freshmen, we had a sophomore, Peyton Rackard, the junior, Amari Johnson, and the senior, Lexi Seegers. Well,
Lexi was awesome.
Amari and Lexi are both field goal or soccer players for the girls team. Peyton Rackard, a baseball kid, but they were fantastic.
All right, here we go. Ellington takes the snap, hands it off. He breaks away in the end zone, but he's brought down. Wow, right around the 2-yard line. The carry there by the running back, Jakyler Ellis.
And Miles Madden, another tackle by the outside backer. I think it's important that we may have 2 candidates so far, Tavion Johnson in my head and Miles Madden.
A.J. Lowe's been back there too.
That's true.
All right, second down and another handoff over the left side. He's got nowhere to go. There's Miles Madden in again on the tackle again. After the carry by the other running back, A.J. Robinson, he'll get about 1.5 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. What's going on?
There's some energy on the sidelines. You know, it's funny isn't it funny? You got teenage kids, and they're winning. Obviously a long way to go. Obviously a long way to go. Not trying to say that they're going to win or anything like that. But when you're winning the game, when you're in the game, it's just a different level of emotion or energy. Last week I felt it. I felt it all the entire first half. You know, the halftime score against Hewitt, remember 16 apiece. Second half obviously didn't go the way we planned or wanted. But there were still chances. And there were a lot of opportunities for Hillcrest, even late. You know, it was 23-16. You're still in the ball game. This team certainly needs a break. Certainly needs a win. But I love the way that the boys have continued to grow and continued to fight regardless.
And I think this speaks to our coaching staff. You know, once again, I've talked to them a few this week and to the players. It's a high-intensity week, one of the most we've hit all season during this week in practice. And I think the intent was to make sure that fire is still there, and we've seen that in the first half of this first quarter.
3rd and long, we'll call it 3rd and 7. Ellington hands it off over right guard. A nice pickup down to the 15-yard line, and that's enough for the first down for the Golden Gophers. So that's that 3rd and long bugaboo that's been hurting the Patriots coming through here.
That clock doesn't start nearly as quickly here as it did at Hewitt after the ball was played.
Clock, that official at the Hewitt game. Woo.
You guys, I bet y'all been talking about that all week, haven't you?
I won't ever forget it.
I'm
still angry about it.
That's the thing. That's not a Hewitt employee.
No.
That's an official.
Correct.
Right. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Gophers at their own 15-yard line. Ellington takes the snap back to pass, looking to his right, rolling out, doesn't see anybody, decides to just throw it away, out of bounds, incomplete.
Was he not past the line of scrimmage? The line of scrimmage is right at the 15. No, I guess
not. It was close, though, P. It was awfully close.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Good coverage there by the defensive secondary, not giving Ellington a place to go with that ball.
And, Brad, I think you mentioned it earlier, staying in our lanes. Good job right there by not falling for that little pump fake, making sure we still had eyes on the quarterback.
It's one of the critical things, and a false start there looks like by Hueytown, but it's one of the critical things that you have when you have youth on the field.
Right.
They have to continue to learn, and it is a learning process, unfortunately. Real quick scoreboard update, RSV Designs, thanks again to Robin Spence Vanderford. But an interesting conference matchup tonight, guys, as Washington travels to Piscataway to take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
Okay. Ellington will keep it after the fake, and he's down to about the 19-yard line. Short gain. Nice job coming up to make the tackle from his defensive back position is Joe Davidson.
Joe Davidson.
Good for you, Joe.
Joe, look, he shed a blocker and still made the tackle. Really well done by the junior. Tough kid back there.
All right, so another 3rd and long. We'll call this one 3rd and 6. From the 21, Ellington back to pass. A little shovel pass is complete. The tackle made at about the 26-yard line, and it looks like the line judge has marked him past the sticks. So the shovel pass is successful, and the Gophers will have a first down.
Nicely done there by Hueytown. Good design, good execution. And first down, it's their second of the drive. Third possession of the game, second first down for the Gophs.
All right, Ellington goes for the hard count again and the clap. Patriots don't fall for it. The snap and the handoff, leaping over tacklers and sticking his head in there and pounding past the 35-yard line. Nice carry there by the running back, A.J. Robinson, a pickup of 9 on first down. It'll be second and short.
Tough play there defensively. You see Javarsky Lanier shaking up just a tad on the play. Let's hope he's okay.
It looks like sophomore DJ Jones coming in to replace him at cornerback.
I'm telling you, we just keep bringing this up. I hate it's a broken record, but it's just reality.
Ellington in shotgun again. The snap, Ellington back to pass with time. This time now receiving some pressure and just throws it out of bounds to throw it away. The officials do not call this one intentional grounding. They say he was outside the pocket, but still it's third down, 3rd and 1.
And I'll say it again, great job by our D-line staying in their lanes right there. All of them very lane assignment, very disciplined, not letting number 9 get outside and be able to use his speed. Third and, I don't know, half a yard right here.
All right, come on. Here's Ellington around right in.
He didn't get it.
Good job by the defense coming up and stopping him short of the first down.
Great job, defensive pressure there. Looks like A.J. Love, Brooks Folks, even some Josh Whitehead in on that tackle. And that is a fantastic stand.
I love it. And I don't think this is punt safe, or it may just be our straight defense out there. A little surprised Hueytown's not lining up for 4th and 2 feet.
Well, they are in their own territory, only down 1 score. But here's the thing, guys. We gave up 2 third and longs like we have had a tendency to do. But then on 3rd and short, we stopped them.
Including then on 2nd and short as well.
Yeah. All right, the snap.
We're so close to that.
Caden Smith calls for the fair catch at the 40-yard line. The Pats will start there 1st and 10. 2:56 left in the first quarter. Pats up 7-zip.
Marvin Johnson, almost the blocker of the punt. Remember, he's the same guy that blocked the field goal against Vestavia.
But he also went in discipline, and I keep using that word. He did not dive to possibly, even a running into the kicker would have given them, if that's still a penalty in high school, a 5-yard penalty. Certainly the roughing, that would have been the automatic first down. So while he maybe could have gotten there, great job by him providing pressure, but yet doing it in a way that did not put us in harm's way.
That's a great point, Pete.
Point, Pete. Okay, I formation for the Pats as Bryson comes up under center. Looks over the defense. Takes the snap, the belly G to Christian Ritchie. He'll be met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Nicely done by the Hueytown front line. Nice penetration, and then, of course, big stop there. Only good thing is at least he got back to the line of scrimmage. By the way, I mentioned the game earlier, Washington-Rutgers, is because it's as far away from two schools you can get.
Right.
Washington and Seattle.
And they're in the same conference.
Piscataway and basically New York City, and they're in the same conference.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jordan Chambers-Smith goes in motion. Here's a handoff over left tackle to Jacoby Harris. Jacoby dives forward for about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Patriots.
After this quick start, 1 play, 1 score, we have stagnated just a bit right here. I do think Coach Mitchell, as his MO is, trying to establish this run early, knowing if we can do that, even if we keep running the ball, even if we don't have a ton of success, it'll give Bryson a chance to find a few more open receivers later in this game.
Bryson in shotgun. Trips formation to the left, in tight. Bryson back to pass. Swings it out to Christian Ritchie, who can't hold on to it. He had wide open field in front of him at the 44-yard line. Would have definitely had the first down and maybe more, but he couldn't bring it in.
Tough play there. But you're right, guys. it was a really good design. Swing play there. Christian Ritchie definitely open. Probably picks up the first down.
But again, yeah, let's go. This is the kind of thing that in a 7A contest, you have an opportunity like that. You can't miss that opportunity. If you do, you have to take advantage of those chances that you get. Jordan Chambers-Smith, wobbly high kick, will bounce at the 32.
If somebody picks that up, they're getting suspended Monday.
Takes a bounce and goes down to the 22, and the Gophers will start right there. You're going to start suspending players
That's it.
Touch a ball before it dies on a punt.
If you're going to play special teams for us, you're liable for suspension.
How would you write that up on the write-up form?
Out of assigned area.
Defiance.
Defiance.
Yep. Disrespectful behavior. I do like defiance. Yeah.
1:27 remaining in the first quarter. Pats up 7-0. And trading punts since that first possession by the Pats. Here's a handoff in the backfield, and A.J. Love comes in.
Hey.
Who else you got? You got Brooks Folks
Zari
there?
Hughes.
Zari Hughes. Okay, that was 8, not 9.
That's
okay.
correct.
I saw 9, but it was 8. You're right. But a tackle back in the backfield right at the point of the handoff, a loss of 4, and it's now 2nd and 14 for the Golden Gophers. Down to 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. 3 wide receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Ellington back to pass, looking downfield, can't find anybody. He scrambles. Now instead he decides to release it at the last minute. It goes over the head of his intended receiver at about the 35, incomplete. It will be 3rd and 14. You thought he was past the line of scrimmage?
It was close.
Did they throw? All right, is there a penalty?
There
Let's
is,
see.
yeah. And that's what they called it this time.
Yep.
You know that?
You're right.
And if any body part is beyond the line of scrimmage, still behind it, it does not count as an illegal forward pass. But it looked like he was at least at the 22 when that released from his hand, well past the line of scrimmage.
Right, about 1.5 yards or 2 yards past it.
Right, I think that's 5 yards and loss of down, guys. I think it's going to bring up 3rd and 18.
Is that right? Yeah, third down and 18. Okay, that's great. Got to give a shout out to this defensive secondary tonight because he's not finding anywhere to go with the ball. Ellington back to pass, little screen pass, slip screen over to the left side. The back is through, and he's got the first down at the 35-yard line. Guys, that was 3rd and 19. There is a flag, though, back at the 19-yard line.
That's still Coach Patterson, regardless.
Illegal man downfield.
He's not going to like that.
Are you going to look behind you?
No, because then they'll stop.
Brad's getting a shoulder massage.
What's up? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
39.6 seconds remaining.
Man, I'm telling you. Man,
what do we got in here?
We got the Pirates.
Yep.
We got the Pittsburgh Pirates.
It's homecoming here, man. It's homecoming.
Right.
Good for us.
Coming home for homecoming. Okay, what just happened here, guys?
Well,
I think because it was my guess is, wasn't the ball throw behind the line of scrimmage? There shouldn't be an illegal lineman downfield.
Oh, because the catch was made, so they picked up the flag. Is what you're saying?
That's just my guess.
Okay, we got distracted.
I did think it was a little weird,
visitors.
but yeah.
All right, so it is 1st and 10 for the Gophers at the 35-yard line after the completion. 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Nice
tackle made in the backfield. The fake pitch by Ellington.
Now that was
and he's brought down by A.J. Love for a loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
That's your boy A.J. Love for sure.
All right, so that's probably going to be, it is going to be the last play of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, the Pats up 7-0. We're back after this with the second quarter on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network. Hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, go Pats! When the Okay, we are back here at Roy Johnson Stadium, about ready to start this second quarter of action. The Pats up 7-0. Things started out really well for the Patriots. They kicked off to Hueytown. The defense held, forced a punt. 3 and out to start out with. Pats got the ball. First offensive play, a big 46-yard touchdown pass from Bryson Kimbrough to Caden Smith to put the Pats up 7-0. But since that point, it's just been back and forth, punting back and forth between the two teams. And now Hueytown has it 2nd down and 12 from their own 34-yard line after a sack by A.J. Love.
Great job by...
Oh, let's get you going there.
Okay. Great job by our D-line there. Not trying to jinx anything here, but that was a good job by them all quarter, disrupting, pretty much any time number 9 dropped back to pass. Jabron Ellington.
Ellington takes it from shotgun, looks downfield, and he has a receiver at the 45. This time down to the 45 of Hillcrest. Drayden Foster on the catch there for the Gophers. Big pickup and obviously a first down, and Hueytown in hurry-up mode as Ellington calls the signals, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. A.J. Love and Tavion Johnson there to make the tackle on A.J. Robinson after he picks up 3. 2nd and 7.
It was actually, I didn't get a chance to mention, but I just wanted to say Ellington did a really good job delivering the slant on the previous play. Waited for his window to open and delivered a nice strike.
Ellington takes it again, hands it off over left guard.
Robinson on the carry.
Kendall Moorhead makes the tackle, but it's a gain of about 7 for A.J. Robinson there. 3rd and short now, 3rd, and we'll call it 2.
Also assisted by number 37.
Nice drive actually here for Hueytown. They've gotten into plus territory for the first time tonight.
Right. Ellington in shotgun.
Good discipline there by Hillcrest.
Yeah, hard count.
Yeah.
They held fast.
2 weeks ago, that gets us.
The snap, the handoff, and it's going to be close, but yeah, he's past the sticks down to about the 33-yard line. A.J. Robinson there again on the carry. Another first down for the Gophers.
Well, they moved that chains pretty quickly, and the spot is on the 35. The chains are not even close. I'm curious to see where, I forget where they were. I felt like that's a lot closer to the first down marker than I would have originally said.
It's a first down, such a line.
So.
They put the ball on the 45.
First down, 10.
All right, so it is a first down. Confusion is settled. Ellington rolls to his right, looking downfield, slings this one out and complete right at the sticks at about the 25-yard line. The catch there made by Davion Green, the wide receiver, and they're going to say he's about a half-yard short, so it'll be 2nd down and about a half-yard from the 26.
Yeah, really nicely done there. Good route, good catch, good throw.
Hueytown in a hurry to get it downfield now, but they'll pause momentarily to look for some signals from the sideline and a play change. Ellington now relays the message to his offensive line. He takes it. He hands it off to Robinson, and a great job coming up to make the tackle. Although he does escape slightly, and again, that's number 34, Joe Davidson, coming up from his cornerback position. And it looks like he's just short of first down by maybe just a few inches.
You know what? I mean, whatever Joe Davidson lacks in size and weight, he makes up for in heart right there. You know,
they gave him the first down.
Well, either way, Joe maybe at a $140 soaking wet out there, but he gave all 140 pounds trying to get the running back down.
All right, Ellington in an empty set, throws the screen out to the left side, to the 20, to the 15, a spin move, and down inside the 9. It'll be 1st and goal. Centel Home Design red zone, 1st and goal for the Gophers. 9:37 remaining here in the first half. Hueytown on the move. Looks like Hillcrest is going to have too many players on the field, as we have a Pat who was unable to get off in time. As
called offsides.
Number 95, Deshaun Pope, was trying to get off the field. This is going to be too many players on the field.
No, they already called offsides.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
Well, they had too many players on the field, too. Either way, it's a negative for the Pats. Let's see. Still haven't gotten the signal from the official. Okay, now they're moving at half the distance of the goal down to the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 4 for the Gophers.
First and goal from the 4.
Ellington takes it, hands it off.
Good tackle.
Tackle made in the backfield. And
it's your boy.
Yeah. A.J. Love on the tackle of Jakyler Ellis. Actually a loss on the play of about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Very important, guys, for us to hold them out of the end zone here and maintain this lead.
Well, and typically, you know, Hueytown is not a field goal kicking or any kind of kicking team.
They may have developed somebody, you never know. Here's a handoff, and a great job by the defensive line. Stepping up once again, that's A.J. Love. That time, the handoff. Who was that? Number
22.
Number 4?
I thought 22 got that
22. One. Okay, 22, Jakyler Ellis. So it's 3rd and goal from the 5. So the Gophers going backwards on these past 2 plays.
No, you're right. 4. It was 4. I'm so sorry.
All right, Artrell Andrews, who ordinarily is a defensive back, but he's in there at running back right now. He flanks Ellington to his left. The snap, the fake handoff, the pass, and it is.
No. He got it, but it's 4th down.
It is a catch, but it's at the 1-yard line. The catch there, nice leaping catch by Keegan Horn. But it is 4th down and goal from the 1. Huge play now in this ball game, as the Gophers will go for it on 4th and 1. Ellington in shotgun. Artrell Andrews behind him. Ellington takes the snap, and he will find a hole on the right side, walk into the end zone. Touchdown Gophers, 7-6 with 7:20 remaining in the first half.
A good job by Hueytown right there. You know, they had their first 3 possessions. We stopped them. Good answer by them. A long, sustained drive right there. Able to put it in and extra point away from tying this game, guys.
Yeah, pretty good drive. I'm telling you, that was a good answer by the Gophs.
The extra point is up, and the extra point is good, and we have a tie ball game, 7-7. Guys, did y'all take note of how long that drive was? That was a long, sustained drive.
I did not, but it had to be 6 minutes long.
It was. That's pretty close, Pete.
Nonetheless, you know, I think if we said right now, you know, Hueytown is a very good 6A team right now, undefeated in region play. I believe they only have 1 loss, a close loss. Possibly to Mountain Brook, I believe.
That's correct.
Yeah,
That's
like
correct.
28-26,
yeah.
26-24.
And they beat a very good Bessemer City team last week soundly.
And then, so I do think this is a team, you know, we're not playing some, you know, bottom dweller of 6A. We're playing a 6A challenger right now. So, you know, we do get the ball in the second half. So if we can answer with a nice sustained drive of our own right here, we might be able to get back-to-back possessions and, you know, hopefully start to extend what was a 7-point lead before the Gophers answered.
All right. Hillcrest tennis kickoff.
I was just about to say, who's the sponsor of the kickoff?
Well, we've been saying it all night.
I know, I'm kidding.
All right, a short kick fielded at the 22-yard line up to the 25, the 30. Still fighting for yards, down at about the 35.
Is that the first time we've had a kicker, an opposing kicker, not basically kick a touchback this year?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm forgetting Florence or Sparkman, but golly.
And, guys, that was K.J. Archibald on the return for the Pats.
Let me guess. He's like a sophomore or something.
He is a junior.
He's a junior. Oh, one of our old men of the team.
He's basically a retiree.
Right.
All right, so the Pats offense back on the field looking to regain the lead. Line of scrimmage to start this one is the 35-yard line. Bryson under center, the toss sweep to Jacoby Harris. Jacoby cuts it upfield, back out to the outside, crosses the 50, maintains his balance all the way down to the 43-yard line. Jacoby Harris with a fantastic run for the Pats on first down.
Really nicely done there by Jacoby Harris. Kept his footing, too, to get that extra 5 yards or so at the end of the run.
That's when you know a back is special, when they can do that kind of thing.
We
Get
got
that extra 5 or 6 yards.
That's what we got to keep saying, Brandon. He's a freshman. All right, he is a freshman. We still have for him for another 3.5 years down Patriot Parkway.
Does not look like a freshman at all.
He's got a good NIL deal, too.
Empty set.
Oh, crap.
Bryson bobbles it, but he's able to regain it and make a nice positive play out of it. Down to the 36-yard line. He'll pick up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
I realize we were not supposed to drop that, but don't y'all think that was originally designed to be a fake and Bryson go around that right end?
Maybe so.
It looked like that's the way it was blocked, though.
The thing that I thought of, though, regardless of how it happened, picking up 6 yards on first down, I'll take that every play.
Every time.
Every time.
Drop it every time if
That's
you're going
right.
to make 6. Don't think
you're
the
gonna
odds
make
are good
6.
with that.
if you're going to make 6.
Right. Here's the call, guys. Drop the ball, make 6 yards. That's the play.
On 2 on 2. On 2 on 2.
Right. The snap, swing pass is patted away at the line of scrimmage, and that's that guy you were talking about, Keegan Horn.
Well, he's also playing both ways. He's the young man who caught the ball on the half-yard line right there. So you can see, I believe he's only a junior, Brent, so he's one of their dynamic, playing both ways for a pretty good football team, Hueytown.
Well, he read that one all the way, too. Third down and 4 now.
But when you pick up 6 yards on first down, you're much more manageable third.
That's true. All right, Bryson under center, I formation. He takes the snap. The toss sweep to Christian Ritchie, and Christian does not have a whole lot of room there. He'll pick up maybe a yard down to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 3. Is this the territory where you go for it? I think based on that call, it's 2 plays to make the 4 yards.
Well, and a lot of times, you say that based on what you might get. By the way, why is the ball spotted there?
I think that's an accurate spot.
No way. The ball should be closer to the hash. It ran outside.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
it should be
the yard
on the
line.
hash. I mean, is that an edge of the hash? Why isn't it spotted on the hash?
I don't know. Anyway, it's 4th down and 3. Bryson under center with the I formation. Changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Hueytown shuffles around in their secondary. Jordan Chambers-Smith comes in motion. Here's the pitch out.
He's got it.
Tackle made very close to the first down yardage. And, guys, that's Javion Lowe on the carry, who's back for tonight, who's been out with an injury as well.
It's literally, this has to be a measurement right here. But
yeah, it's close.
That initial spot, I think he got it by a quarter of a football.
They're going to have the chains.
And we can't see the ball because the ball is spotted on the sideline.
Look, it's right on our sideline. I just say we go with what our coaching staff is saying. We all good with that? I mean, that's pretty much universal.
Listen, here's the interesting thing. This is going to be totally dependent upon the clip guy. Did the clip, because, you put the clip on the edge of the line, and he's going to mark the clip on the edge of the line. However, the chain isn't actually on the line when you put the clip on it. So it's an eye mark over there. I'd like to see what he's got here.
We're not even going to be able to see it because the coaching staff and players will be
know pretty quickly.
But we'll know very soon. That's true. They stretch the chain, and
it's a first down.
It is a first down for the Pats. Yes. Wow. Yeah. How about that, guys? Javion Lowe coming in, his first touch of the night, his first touch in 3-4 weeks.
We needed 3 yards. We got 3 yards in an inch. I love it.
Shout out to Javion, yeah. Picks up that tough first down. What are you talking about pressure for your first time coming back after 3 weeks being out? That's coming through right there.
Who cares? It's a first down, dummies.
Yes, hey, who got that guy in here? Who let that guy in the press box?
There's a new color commentator in the booth.
So we're going to need to call security. Get that guy out of here. Where's the SRO when you need them, huh?
I wish I would kick me out.
Bryson in shotgun takes the snap, the little option play. He'll keep it.
Nice,
over
Bryson.
left guard, moves it to the 26-yard line. 6 yards on first down. There you go, 2nd and 4.
Look, anytime you get a gap on the read like that, you got to hit it and go. You got to hit it and go. There's no delay. You cannot hesitate.
That's right, and he didn't. 4:54 and counting remaining in the first. The Pats threatening now at the Hueytown 26-yard line, 2nd down and 4.
And listen, I know we're not exactly looking at clock yet, but I bet you Jamie Mitchell realizes this is starting to wind down if Hueytown gets the ball back as little time as possible.
Oh, Bryson bobbles it again, and he's brought down in the backfield at about the 32-yard line. So a big loss. That will make it 3rd and long. We'll call it 3rd and 9.
And those are the miscues we talked about in the keys to the game, guys.
Right,
Just the
right.
little things
They're
right
still
there.
happening.
That's it. And you know, we do have a lot of inexperience on this team, but two people that aren't are the young man snapping the ball and the young man receiving that snap. So when we have miscues by them, it even highlights it a little more because we expect more out of them simply because they've been here for a while.
For sure. Let's see if they can make up for it here on 3rd and 9. Bryson in shotgun now moves up to the I formation under center. The snap, play action. Bryson hits Christian Ritchie. He catches it this time, passes the sticks on the left side of the field at about the 20-yard line. It's a first down for the Pats. Stephen Fikes, All-State first down.
Yeah, nice design. That play was actually a mirror image of the one earlier. Of course, this time to the left. Earlier, it was a similar play to the right where Christian was open and we weren't able to complete the pass. That time, nicely delivered by Bryson. And, of course, the first down gained. Nicely done, boys.
Bryson under center. Centel Home Design Red Zone begins at the 20, and that's where the Pats are. Here's the snap, the handoff on the belly G. Pickup of about 4 down to the 25.5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't know what yard line you called, but it sounded like the 25.5.
No, I said the 15.5.
Golly, I swore I thought you said the 20.
I may have.
I was thinking, wait a minute, what did he say?
I was going the wrong direction if I did.
More than anything, I was thinking, okay, I just got to make sure for myself. As soon as you said it, I was like, wait a minute, what line is it?
15.5.
Yeah.
Sorry if I said that.
No, I don't know what you said.
The snap, Bryson keeps it around left guard, left end. Inside the 10, down to the 9. That's enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down. 1st and goal.
What a great decision. What a great decision by Bryce. And that's probably a turnover if he gets it on the reverse. Shows the ball, picks up 7 or 8, picks up a 1st and goal for the Pats.
Is it a read play there? I don't know. But whatever the case is, he kept it, made the right call, got upfield, picked up the first down. Man, that was really well. You're right, Brian. You said it exactly.
2:47 and counting remaining in this first half. Bryson takes it. Quarterback keeper up the gut, and Bryson is in the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Patriots. They regain the lead, 13-7. 2:39 remaining in this first half.
Yes. Well done. Nice drive. And most importantly, guys, a great answer after the really good Hueytown drive. Hillcrest came back, took up about 3 minutes. Actually, it was closer to 5 minutes. Wasn't it 7 minutes or so on the clock?
It was 7:39. I think it's almost exactly 5 minutes
on the drive. And then, of course, pay dirt at the end is the most important part of it. But now you set yourself up for a lot of success because you still got you've got 2 Tidwell paint and body timeouts remaining just in case you want to use it, and you get yourself an opportunity to maybe get 2 possessions in a row.
The Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt is up, and it is good by Hudson Hall. Pats 14, and the Gophs 7.
Bryson right there. We're critical on him, probably rightfully so when he fumbled the snap right there. Then he has 2 big plays. The fake reverse, whether intentional or unintentional. Next play, quarterback draw, touchdown. So that is senior leadership right there. That is making sure, I made a miscue. I'm a senior. I'm the leader of the team. I'm going to come back out there and take care of it myself.
I have to admit, he's a heady kid. And, I think sometimes, and it's part of being the quarterback, You take a lot of criticism. You get a lot of glory. It's just part of the job.
Absolutely.
But in the end, you put the ball in the hands of your smartest player, for sure. And he just did a great job making some really good decisions on that particular drive, boys.
And you talk about the miscues on the bobbles and that kind of stuff. He recovered from those.
Not only did he recover, he went ahead and made the difference and scored right there. Made sure that he was the leader.
Instead of getting down in the mouth about it, he said, I'm going to make something happen with this. Hudson Hall on for the Hillcrest tennis kickoff. The kick is high. Fair catch called for at the 24-yard line. So the Gophers will start there 1st and 10.
A couple things, and this is really one of those things where you don't really think about it a lot. In fact, it's like offensive line play, right? You only notice it when they make mistakes. Well, Hudson Hall, he's had some games this year, guys, where he's really struggled. He kicked it out. You remember, I think it was the Hoover game? Kicked it out of bounds a few times.
Right, yeah.
And I remember Coach Mitchell was really disappointed. It may have been the Sparkman game. Whatever the case was, he wasn't his best, right? Tonight he's done exactly what you want him to do. He's kicked the numbers, but the ball right on the numbers, and you've got him in pretty good field position. And it's going to go as an unnoticed thing, right?
Right.
But it's very noticeable after his growth.
Here's a little toss around to right end. Robinson evades a few players and moves it down to the 26-yard line. Pickup of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Did you guys notice? I just noticed after the tackle was made, I looked up. There were 9 blue shirts around the ball. It's critical for defense to swarm like that. But the only 2 people that weren't in on the tackle, basically, were the safeties.
Yeah, the problem is they gave him 4 yards, even though they swarmed him.
But they did a good job of attacking the ball.
Ellington takes the snap, looks over here to the right side, complete. Tackle made at the 32-yard line, just short of the first down.
And if he does not make that tackle right there, number 5, Javarsky Lanier, he picks up another 10 yards. One of the things Coach Patterson said today was making sure we tackle to the ground.
Yeah.
Been a big problem the first half of the season.
Relatively big play here, guys. Relatively.
3rd and short. That, one thing that you got to give props to the defense about tonight is not jumping on that hard count.
Agreed. I've noticed that too.
Very susceptible to, and Hueytown knows it, so they keep trying it. Here's a handoff up the middle, and the defensive line steps.
It's 4th down.
It looks like
yes,
he
they
is
blew
stopped
that whistle
for only
early.
about a half yard on the gain. A.J. Robinson, and it will be 4th down. And what do the Gophers do here? Minute 5 remaining.
Is Coach Pat? I would like to see a timeout. Okay, I was going to say, there it is.
Do we need a break? Have we taken our second quarter break, Caitlin?
I thought that was a really good timeout there. Of course, you've got one Tidwell paint and body left, but let's take a break.
All right, let's take a break with the score. 14-7 Pats. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
And how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus. Being young, first time opening a bank account, and looking for some relationship. And so that's where I started. And then over the years, I have gotten married, had a family, and so it's just been with me every step of the way and in relationship with me.
All right, we are back. 1:02 remaining in the first half. It's 4th and 1 for the Golden Gophers, and they have brought on the punting unit from their own 33-yard line. The kick is away. It's a punt way over the head of Caden Smith. Bounces at the 20, continues to roll inside the 10 and all the way down inside the 5, and it will be down at the 4-yard line. 48.5 seconds left. Patriots still with some time, though. Crazier things have happened.
I agree. And right there, you know what? I'm still good timeout by Coach Mitchell right there. Listen, we got, what's that ball on? The 4-yard line. I don't know if Coach Mitchell will take a shot or two, maybe a screen pass, something safe, and then I'll be happy to take it to the half with the lead for the first time since the second game of the season.
And you don't get crazy because you get the ball right back.
Correct. just get what you can here and be happy with it.
Well, and if you bust something, then certainly you just you still got one Tidwell Payton body timeout in your gigantic safe there on the sidelines.
You change your philosophy based on what the first couple of plays are here. Bryson under center. The toss sweep to Christian Ritchie. Christian moves it across the 10 down to the 12. Nice pickup of about 8 yards. 38 seconds left now, 2nd and 2.
Probably see another toss sweep. If he gets a big play, maybe a timeout. I don't know, maybe a spike. I don't know. Maybe he'll just go to halftime, huh?
20 seconds left now. Play action pass. Here's the shot down the right sideline and just out of reach of Caden Smith in Gopher territory at about the 44-yard line. I like the call, though.
I did too. I like that.
Stops the clock with 14.6. Why not try it again?
Well, and why not? I don't think that that's a terrible call. You've got the only problem would be if you don't get it, then you got to punt, and you put yourself into a situation where a bad snap.
Yeah, but
that
it's
kind
14
of thing.
seconds.
Yeah, we haven't seen that bad snap though.
Yeah,
the
we did.
last time we were here against Vestavia, we saw a
Remember
safety
last
then.
week we had the safety against Hewitt.
True. It's going to be a belly G though for the first down to the 16-yard line to pick up a 3. 8 seconds left. The clock stops momentarily. Do you call a timeout and sling another one down the sideline?
That's it. I don't mind that. You get the ball to start the second half. The clock will start. And that'll end the half, boys. Good half, fellas. Good half.
All right, so that's going to do it for the first half. Your score at halftime, Hillcrest 14, Hueytown 7. We're back with the Stephen Fikes All-State halftime show right after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house designed Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at BamaStuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
So when I finally got into college, I remember that a lot of the finances were now not on my parents but on me. I remember telling my teller this, and she had such amazing advice to set up 2 savings accounts. One could be used solely to build up, and then the other could be used for emergencies, and I still have both of those accounts to this day. The Alabama Credit Union employees really have your back and are willing to do everything in order to give you great service.
So Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
To Roy Johnson Stadium. It's halftime at Homecoming. We're going to do our usual fun halftime stuff on the Stephen Fikes All-State halftime show while the Hueytown Golden Gopher Band is on the field. And we're going to start out, don't have the stats available yet, so we're going to start out with the RSV Designs scoreboard update. And Brad, you got some for us?
Sure, I'll give you some scoreboard updates from around the state of Alabama. Remember, again, our scoreboard updates are brought to you by RSV Designs and rsvdesigns.com. Thanks again to Robin Spence Vanderford for always being a huge supporter of Hillcrest High School. The Chelsea Hornets lead Paul W. Bryant 21-0. I'm glad to see you. Sorry, that's the scoreboard update.
That's okay.
The Parker Thundering Herd actually leads Hoover currently 7-3.
Oh, wow. How about that?
That's right. In a really big battle, and it's, we kind of overlooked this one, I think, but Clay Chalkville currently leads Thompson 7-0, and let's see what else I've got.
I believe Clay beat them last
year. They did beat them last year. That was 39-36, 36-33, something to that effect.
Led by Jalen Mbakwe to the state championship.
That's right. Opelika leads Pike Road 21-14. I was looking for a Northridge score. Probably will find one. Oxford leads Salina 21-3. Coach P, you've got a few.
Yeah, man. James Clemens leads Spain Park, a team that beat Hoover this year. James Clemens up there. Austin Florence, another team that we played this year. Gracious. Another team we played this year, 0-0. Trying to think of other games that might be of interest. Jasper leads Dora 28-0.
That's a typo. That's a typo.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
The Fighting Sam Adams lead Helena 21-3 Oxford.
Yeah, I've also got, I was looking for local stuff.
Opelika up 14 Love over Pike Road.
I've got 21-14 on that game now.
Okay. Which one, the Oxford-Pinson game?
No, Opelika leads Pike Road 21-14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you mention Chelsea? I'm sorry if you did.
I did. Chelsea leads whoever they're playing.
Bryant. They lead Bryant 21-0.
Yeah.
Hewitt up 21-0 over Pinson Valley.
Okay.
I think that's about all the ones I see here from AL.com.
And I've got Sipsey Valley leading Marbury 14-7.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for the scoreboard update. Unfortunately, I do not have the stats with me yet, so I'll still wait for those. But we'll kind of fast forward a little bit, and we'll move on to our college football preview.
Hey, I don't want to talk about it this week.
Yeah, brought to you by Tiger Rock Martial Arts. Thank you so much, Tiger Rock Martial Arts, for being a great sponsor all these years. If you're into the martial arts, you got a kid who wants to learn some good lessons in the martial arts, and that's the place to go. Tiger Rock, just right down the road on Patriot Parkway from us. Okay, guys, let's look at our records from last week. Last week, a bit of a disaster for me and UP.
Golly.
We were both 1-4, but you still maintain the lead, 12-8.
Good.
I'm at 10-10 at 500. Brad with a comeback. 4-1 last week, and now he's up to 7-13.
What? I'm all the way up to 33%. Man,
Tiny steps.
I got to keep coming. I got to keep coming.
Right.
Brent, do you have a new graphic for yourself there? Is that
I
always
do.
been
You like that?
I mean, that's the old boom-boom surf there right there. Okay?
Geez. Yeah, you're right, Pete. That's right.
I have no idea how the graphics seem to be more flattering for me than y'all. I don't know.
Baker had to be out on the courts for hours on end getting the perfect picture, you know? Like, Breaker's like, Dad, can I go home? And Brent's like, no, I got to get the perfect graphic. So,
actually, that picture was taken by our buddy Steve Burdett.
Hey, never mind.
Wow. Okay.
Good for Steve.
As I was losing a match at the Pritchett Moore.
Well, you know what? You could tell all of our listeners that you were the winner of that. You know, a type 7.576 win by Mr. Jones.
And that serve was probably a fault as well. But it's a good-looking picture.
That's very good, Brent. Very good.
Before we start, and we're in the college football vein here, but just a couple of scoreboard updates from the college world. Rutgers does lead Washington in a huge Big Ten showdown, 7-3. But more importantly, Virginia Tech at Miami leads the Hurricanes 21-14.
Where is that game?
It's in Miami, in Coral Gables.
And I don't think Miami
it's
has
actually
any.
at Hard Rock, I think.
I think Hurricane Helene missed Miami, so I think
Pretty
it's
much,
good weather absolutely down
there. 21-14 in the second quarter, so the Hurricanes in trouble. Despite the fact that they are a front runner right now for a college football playoff spot.
The Hurricanes being cursed by the Hurricanes.
Yes.
Hey.
Okay, go to the games for this week, Avery. Okay, here we go. All right, we'll start off with the number 21 Oklahoma Sooners at Jordan-Hare Stadium taking on the Auburn Tigers. The Sooners are a 2.5-point favorite. Sooners losing to Tennessee last week. Tennessee, and we'll talk about them a little bit, but not so much as we don't have them on the board here. Tennessee looks good, Brad, though. I'm not going to lie. That defense looks legit.
Well, hope they stay that
No,
way.
nobody's beating Tennessee this year.
Shut up. I know what that is.
I mean, my God. Give them the trophy now. Yeah.
All right, so the Sooners 2.5-point favorite, Auburn. Auburn, I hate to say it, but they look like the same old Auburn. I'm going with the Sooners.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to go with Oklahoma as well. But that game opened at 4.5, and that's actually down to 1 now. So there's been a lot of money in on Auburn right now. I can't go against what I always do. So I'll take Oklahoma, and I'll take the 3.5.
Are you writing this down?
I am writing it down.
Awesome.
Yes, I'll send you guys text later.
Awesome.
I am taking the Sooners. I just don't see any sort of sign that Auburn is going to be able to be competitive against a good defensive Sooner unit.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, Arkansas Razorbacks +4 against the Texas A&M Aggies. You like my graphics for this one, guys? You like that?
It's something.
The Aggie there, you like him?
Yes.
That's great.
Okay. Okay, who wants to go first on this one?
I got to write down the lines.
I will go first as we're doing this. That is, Arkansas is getting 4 points, and that game's at Texas A&M.
Right.
Golly.
-4, that's it?
I mean, I'll go ahead and take the bait, and I'll take the Aggies right there and lay the 4 points.
What you got, Brad?
Man, I think Arkansas is pretty good. Tennessee travels to Fayetteville next week to play the Hogs. It's really one of those games to me that feels like a dangerous situation. This game is always a tight one. And is this probably a Jerry World? Is this a Jerry World?
Oh, that
game?
seems like it should be.
Yeah.
That sounds
it just
right.
hit me as I'm sitting here thinking about it. So to me,
he is in Arkansas too.
Right.
Yeah.
So this feels like Arkansas probably puts up a fight. Texas A&M probably wins the game. Do they win it by 4 or more?
No.
They're getting
Arkansas's a 4-point.
I'm sorry.
They're getting 4. Yep.
I'm sorry. No, I say Texas A&M probably wins the game.
Oh, you said Arkansas.
My bad. I think Texas A&M probably wins the game. Do they win it by 4 or more? I don't know. I'm going to stick with. I'll take Texas A&M.
Okay, I'm going with Arkansas. I think that they're one of the surprise teams of the SEC. They could very easily be 4-0 right now, but they're 3-1. They're looking good. A lot of momentum going for them. I'm going to go with the Razorbacks.
Okay,
and the
gotcha.
4 points.
I've written it down.
Okay, can
It's
you
official.
identify the next mascot?
I
It's
can.
pretty obvious to me.
I can.
What is it?
Well, I mean, you got Kentucky against Ole Miss, but I didn't know the Kentucky one. I just knew they were playing Ole Miss in that red cup over there.
The red Solo Cup, indicative of the Ole Miss Rebels, right?
Yeah, no doubt. No
what are you
doubt.
trying to say?
Okay, so Kentucky, a 17.5-point underdog, traveling to Oxford to take on Ole Miss. Nobody giving Kentucky any respect for what they did against Georgia, it seems.
Isn't it funny? Because I do think defensively they played really well, and of course under Mark Stoops they've been really good. You know, he's done a great job defensively his whole time as the coach at Kentucky. But offensively, they are awful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about bad. And what's the guy's name that Brock Vandergriff,
Right, I
who's
think
the
that's right.
transfer from Georgia? He's not good at playing quarterback. He might do something else well, but that
He's
ain't
a
it.
heck of a mathematician.
That's exactly right. Let's hope he's an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do you got?
I just don't see any reason why, you know, Jackson Dart and the Ole Miss Fighting Rebels don't just absolutely destroy Kentucky. 17.5 feels like a lot, but I'm going to take the Rebels.
It is a lot, but Jackson Dart is on fire. That offense is clicking like none other in the country. I think 17.5 points may be a little bit low. I'm going with the Rebs as well.
I'm going to go ahead and take the points right there. 17 is a lot of points. You know, I could definitely see this game being somewhere 30-13, 30-14, something like that. Because I think that Kentucky defense is legit. You know, you saw what they did against Georgia right there. Personally, I don't think Kentucky is any threat to win this game. But 17.5 is a lot of points against a quality SEC team. So I'll go against both of y'all, and I'll take Kentucky.
You know what else is a lot of points? 38.5.
Golly.
38.5 points, which is the line between Texas and Mississippi State. Texas, of course, the 38.5-point favorite. Mississippi State just looks dreadful, y'all.
Yeah, they do.
Texas, regardless of who's at quarterback, looks pretty fantastic. Consensus #1 now. The darling of college football. I'm going with the 38.5 points. I think they beat them by 45-50.
I'm going to, golly, I looked at these this afternoon. I had a little bit of time, and I looked over some of these. And for both the Kentucky game and the State game, I just feel like that line's just a little bit too high right now. I don't think State's going to score a ton of points, but even if they can put up a mere 10 points, I think 48-10 is a reasonable outcome, and that still gets State to cover. So I'm going to go ahead and take Mississippi State getting the 38.5.
All right. What you
The
got, Brad?
only positive thing Mississippi State has going for them is that Blake Shapen is out for the season. And I don't mean that because it gives them hope.
Right.
It also gives them a reason to excuse themselves for being really bad, right? Because you can say, well, our starting quarterback's out.
Right.
And the only problem is, I'm going to guess the Mississippi State backup is not very good. He's very athletic. But I just don't see it. This feels more like a 56-7 type of game to me. So I'm going to take Texas.
Okay. All right, and the big one of the day, of course, Crimson Tide of Alabama hosting the Georgia Bulldogs. Bama #4, Georgia #2. Y'all, as we were broadcasting the first half, I got offers for free tickets to this game, and then the offer was retracted.
Oh,
So I'm not going after all.
Well, whoever faked Brent out, that was dang mean of you.
Well, it was a friend of mine, and she was offering me the tickets, but
And
she did.
she's a friend no more.
I know. She didn't. They were actually her husband's tickets, and she didn't realize that he had already offered them to somebody else who had accepted them.
Or did you used to date her a long time ago?
No,
Okay.
no,
Be like
no,
dead
none of that.
Okay,
none
all
of
right.
that. Okay, anyway, let's talk about the game. This is the battle of the QBs, according to the media, right? Two guys who may be in New York for the
I
Heisman
agree.
ceremony.
They're both really
Who's
good.
the better quarterback? Who's the better college quarterback? Everybody thinks that Jalen Milroe will not be the better professional quarterback, but who's the better college quarterback? I think Jalen Milroe. I think the home field advantage. Y'all, this is the first time that Alabama has been an underdog at home since 2007. They're a 2-point underdog.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, but I'm going with the Tide.
Okay, I
mean,
that.
I haven't picked against them in 48 years and 11 months, so I think we're good to go right now.
Okay, I do think, first of all, Jalen Milroe is super athletic, and a lot of people were predicting the Heisman, the top 5, and a lot of people are saying Jalen Milroe's not in their top 5. I find that to be hard to believe, just because I think he's such a playmaker, and he can do so many things with his feet. I know I got to end this really quickly because we've got the Hillcrest band. Just to make it interesting, I'm taking the Dogs.
All right, got it. Okay, so there you have your Tiger Rock Martial Arts College preview. We'll have our Two Gal Salon stat line coming up for you after the halftime festivities, but we are going to let you enjoy the halftime festivities from Roy Johnson Stadium now, and we'll be back after that. Keep it here.
She has been recognized by the Hillcrest faculty as Student of the Month. She is an active member of Revelation Choir. This evening by her father, Mr. Jason Ferguson. Also representing the freshman class is Miss Kaylin Leach. Kaylin is the daughter of Jason and Nakia Leach. She is a member of the National Junior Honor Society. Kaylin also serves as a volunteer at her family's business, Sweet Dreams Delivered. Kaylin is being escorted this evening by her older brother, Mr. Javion Antonio Leach. Representing the sophomore class is Miss Danny Jo Gray. Danny Jo is the daughter of Joey and Courtney Gray. She is an honor roll student and a member of the Hillcrest High School Chick-fil-A Leader Academy. Danny Jo is a member of Hillcrest Volleyball. She is an active member of Forward Youth at Daystar Family Church, and she plays for a Shockwave Volleyball Club. Danny Jo is being escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Joey Gray. Also representing the sophomore class is Miss Kaden Delane. Kaden is the daughter of Candace Delane and LaDarren Banks. She is an honor roll student and serves on the Hillcrest High School Student Government Association. She is a varsity cheerleader and a member of the Diamond Girls. Kaden is an active member of Oasis Baptist Church and Junior Cosmos Study Club. She is also a cheerleader for Ace of Tuscaloosa's Phoenix 5 team. Kaden is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. LaDarren Banks. Representing the junior class is Miss Mackenzie Lanier. Mackenzie is the daughter of Kendrick and Fiona Lanier. She is an honor roll student and a member of the Hillcrest Student Government Association. Mackenzie is a member of the Key Club, Chick-fil-A Leader Academy, and Hillcrest Interact. She is a member of Las Amigas, Junior Federate Club, and Delta Gym. Mackenzie is also a Hillcrest High School Diamond Doll. Mackenzie is being escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Kendrick Lanier. Also representing the junior class is Miss Adiana Wiggins. Adiana is the daughter of Angela Wiggins and David Scales. She is an honor roll student and serves on the Student Government Association. Adiana is a member of Key Club, Interact, and Chick-fil-A Leader Academy. She works with the Hillcrest Mass Media Program, helping to create and produce videos for PAPS TV and Hillcrest football broadcasts. Adiana is also an active member of Prosperous Temple Church of God in Christ, where she serves in the media department. Adiana is being escorted this evening by her uncle, Mr. Jason Scales. Representing the senior class is Miss Gabriella Hackney. Gabriella is the daughter of John and Jennifer Hackney. She is an honor roll student who is taking dual enrollment classes. Gabriella serves as HOSA officer. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, Hillcrest Interact, and Spanish Club. Gabriella is a member of the varsity golf team, and she also serves as co-captain of the varsity cheerleaders. She is an active member of the Church of the Highlands, where she participates in an all-girls Bible study group. Gabriella is being escorted this evening by her father, Mr. John Hack. Also representing the senior class is Miss Sinai Harris. Sinai is the daughter of Temple Harris and Raphael Tyrus. She is an honor roll student who serves as the senior class secretary. Sinai is a member of the Hillcrest Interact, the Hillcrest High School Honor Council, Key Club, and HOSA. Sinai is a member of Las Amigas Junior Study Club, where she was awarded Miss Las Amigas Junior 2024. She is also an active member of the Bailey Tabernacle CME Church. Sinai is being escorted this evening by her uncle, Mr. Roger Malone. Also representing the senior class is Miss Braylon Hoyette. Braylon is the daughter of Lasanja Sang and the late Nicholas Hoyette. She serves as the senior project chair of Student Government Association. Braylon is also a member of HOSA, FTA, FCCLA, and Hillcrest Miracle. She is a manager for the flag football team and part of the athletic training program. She is an active member of the Church of the Highlands. Braylon is being escorted this evening by her older brother, Mr. Braxton Hoyette. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the crowning of the 2024 Hillcrest High School Homecoming Queen. Crowning tonight is the 2024 Hillcrest High School Homecoming Queen, Miss Sanaya Gibson, and homecoming chairs, Mr. Nathan McDonald and Miss Caitlin Reach, along with Chair Emeritus, Miss Kaylin Martin. The 2024 Hillcrest High School Homecoming Queen is Miss Sinai Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present your 2024 Homecoming Queen and her court.
So there you have it, your halftime festivities with the homecoming court and your new queen, Sinai Harris. All right.
Great job, Sanaa.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to last year's homecoming queen, Sanaya Gibson, out there to crown
Sanaya to Sanaa.
Yes, and I also believe Sanaa's sister won the same honor a couple years ago. So it certainly runs in the Harris family, Brandon.
All right.
You need me to take over?
Well,
okay.
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
But let's go back to the stat line, the Two Gals Salon stat line.
Okay.
Thank you to Two Gals Salon.
Yes, Lori Lynn.
And her salon in Fairhope, Alabama. Let's sit down here, Brian. Let's take a break.
Yeah, sure.
Nice
sure,
shot of the
sure.
Heinz ketchup there, right?
Well, you know what? If Heinz wants to do it, you know, Brent is a huge Heinz ketchup fan, Steelers fan. Everything that has to do with Heinz Field.
My Steelers are on fire,
That's
too.
exactly right. I believe they're still undefeated.
They are.
So.
That's true. Hey, but let's take a look at these stats.
Okay.
But, we don't have Brad here, so you can't do your.
Well, let me
guessing.
run next door.
Is he around?
You filibuster for a second.
I will filibuster. Okay. So we're going to take a look at the stats while Coach P tries to track down Brad. As they always do, they like to try to guess the total yards. Well, I'll tell you what we can do. We can still do it. You can make your guess.
Sure.
And then he will not hear us. When he comes back, he can make his guess.
So this is kind of like Family Feud, Fast Money. Somebody's off stage.
Right.
Okay.
If you match, you win $10,000.
Okay, well, listen, I'm in then, all right?
Okay. You want to guess? Whose do you want to guess first in total yards?
You tell me. Let's go with the Hillcrest Patriots. How about that?
Okay.
We have real quick. We have a guest picker of the stats, real quick.
Oh,
okay,
we do. What we do? We got Principal Jeff in here.
Right,
Just give me the number question, whatever.
Okay. The question is total yards for both teams in the first half, and we're going with Hillcrest first.
Total together, or just Hillcrest?
Just Hillcrest.
Hillcrest,
Just Hillcrest.
yeah,
Let's go 146.
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit over that. It looks like we had some sustained drives. I think we only punted maybe twice that. So I'm going to go a little bit more, and I'm going to say closer to 180.
You lose.
Dang it.
128.
Oh, wow.
128.
Wow.
So
Good job.
He's off to a hot start.
That son of a gun is 1 for 1 and picked the stats. You know that? Good for you, Coach.
He may be 2 for 2. All right, let's go with Hueytown. What's the total for Hueytown?
Okay, I'll start with Hueytown then, since Jeff started with the last one. Golly, you said we had what, 126?
Yep.
Golly, I would have, Hueytown had a couple good drives. They had that one that started there, but they also had several, kind of very short drives. So, honestly, it sounds like it's right around there. I'll go slightly less and say 114.
I think it's way less than that.
Okay.
They had a lot of penalties and
You're
a lot
right.
of setbacks.
You're
and
exactly right.
A lot of misplays. I'm going to go 86.
All right, well, Brad's back. So, Brad, you want to guess your total for Hueytown? Well, you don't have to. You just tell me, and I'll relay it. 125, Hueytown. Okay, what did you say, Jeff?
86.
86. It's 137, guys.
Dang.
Remember that one drive was like from the 14, 15-yard line,
You're
right?
right. You're
Wait
right.
a minute. They beat us by 9 yards first half?
That's right.
Wow.
Well, you know what? I will take a 7-point lead and lose in yardage gained by 9 any half of this year.
That means the defense stepped up when it needed to.
Hey, you're exactly right, man.
That's right.
And, we've kind of had, obviously this year maybe being different, but we've had a bend, not break atmosphere under Coach Patterson. The number 1 defense in 6A last year, lost a lot of kids, but trying to get a little bit of that mojo back tonight.
Did you happen to – where'd he go?
He's wandering.
Well,
he's back.
Okay.
He's
I was
back.
going to get him.
Back.
Do you want to make your guess for Hillcrest now? Total yards, Brad? He's thinking. What?
225.
Wait till you hear this.
You are
Wait till you hear
way
this.
off. 128.
I know.
128.
I said 180. Jeff said 130. He was a lot closer. So that's what. Yeah, I know. Right.
Well, I don't know why y'all say this is so hard. It's pretty dang easy here.
Especially for a math guy, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's look at some individuals. Well, actually, I didn't tell you the breakdown between passing and rushing. Hueytown with 47 yards on the ground and 90 through the air. Huh. Hillcrest 72 on the ground, 56 through the air. 56 through the air, was that the only – there was more than that one completion, wasn't there? Only 2 completions.
There was 2
That and
completions.
the Christian screen right there. Yep.
2 completions in the first half. Wow.
Who did Bryson lead us in rushing?
Let me see.
Yep.
Yeah, with probably 40 yards.
Somewhere around there.
Bryson with
one drive that was pretty much all Bryson.
Yep. The touchdown drive, the second scoring drive.
All right, let me find that here.
We're coming up on the Centel home design.
There you go.
Kickoff of the second half.
Tennis kickoff.
And the
Hillcrest tennis kickoff.
Hey,
Okay, we'll
who
get to the
cares?
rest of these stats in a
Centel
minute.
home design. Let's
That's
get
the red zone. We need
Tidwell
that after
Body
this one. Yes.
Coming back from a break.
Here's the kick. It's high and short, fielded at the 17-yard line, up to the 25 and the 30.
Nice job.
The Pats
nice
will
job.
start out right there. Good north and south return there by Jacoby Harris once again.
No doubt, he got it with a head of steam right there. And anytime Jacoby gets the ball, getting a couple steps, running into it, he's always a threat for big yardage. Not sure who made that hit for the Gophers, but a good job bringing him to the ground. Still good field position for the Pats, starting from our own 30.
All right, so, Jeff, if you're going to sit there, you got to analyze these plays after we call them, okay?
Go ahead.
He's doing better than me.
All right, so Pats with the ball, 1st and 10. Up 14-7. They lost the total yards game, but the numbers on the scoreboard are what really matters.
No doubt.
Bryson under center. 1 running back behind him. He motions for Christian Ritchie to back up a few yards. He does. Christian takes the toss sweep around left end. He's strung out and out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Hueytown there with a great swarm to the ball as he tried to toss around the end.
Okay. Not much happened on that play, but that pretty much sums it up. So it's 2nd and 10. With Hueytown receiving the opening kickoff, Hillcrest getting the second half. You done? Okay. Well, all right. So Jeff Hinton is done for the night. At least he came in and he won the yards guessing game, right?
You know what? I mean, that's a big moment. That's drop the mic and say, I got it.
Bryson back to pass, being pressured, gets it away. But due to the pressure, he's unable to complete it to Jacoby Harris on the right side, just beyond the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
And you know what? One thing we've said all year is, we've had momentum coming out of the half, and then it's kind of just faded away right now.
That's what I was going to say. We got to take advantage of having the ball first.
Right now, this feels like a big first half of this third quarter to kind of break that trend.
Wasn't that one of the keys to victory?
Yes. Play two halves of football.
All right, Bryson in shotgun, big 3rd down and 10 from the 30. 3 wides to the left, 1 to the right. Man comes in motion. That's Jordan Chambers-Smith, who's been very quiet tonight. Bryson takes the snap, steps up into the pocket, fakes a pass, a penalty comes in. Bryson has the 1st down as he's hit at the 40-yard line, but I'm afraid this one's going to come back with the flag.
I love the contact, though. Bryson ran physical football right there. Something to be said for that. Despite the penalty, Bryson did take it to him a little bit.
And he took a Hueytown player out as well on the hit. Number 33 for Hueytown, who made the hit on Bryson, is still on the ground. That's Xander Scott, the linebacker.
Well, let's hope he's okay.
He's being helped off now.
Holding or legal hands to the face?
I'm not sure they've called it yet, Brian.
Holding.
Yeah, and Hueytown had a choice right there. 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, or make it 3rd and 20 there.
No, it was, he had enough for the 1st down.
Oh, did he have enough for the first down?
First down, yeah.
So that was an obvious choice then by the Golden Gophers.
So now it's 3rd and 20 as the new line of scrimmage will be backed up to the 20-yard line of Hillcrest.
I think that's what they're discussing right now, whether it was a 1st down or not, because it was right near the sticks.
I think it was pretty clear, honestly. Either way, even if it wasn't a 1st down, it's like a half-yard, 4th and about a half-yard, and the Pats will probably go for it and have a good chance of getting it. But instead, you put them, wait a minute.
They did decline the penalty. Yeah, I think it may be a little more than a half yard. So we're going to see right here, though. Yeah, closer to 4th and 5 right there. Yep.
Wait a minute, but he was tackled at the 40.
Yeah, I don't think, Brett. I think it was probably a little closer to the 35.
Yeah, that's what Coach Mitchell's asking.
He was tackled at the 40.
I'll tell you, you're right. What is going on? Because the player was down. The tackle was made at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they got to get this right, y'all. You didn't do a replay on that one, did you? That we could go back to. But y'all, I called it at the 40. I distinctly remember.
I do remember.
And I was watching the sticks because when it's close to the 1st down, I always watch to see where they're marking.
I see Coach Mitchell
compare it to the sticks.
Coach Mitchell's almost like, what in the world?
That's crazy if they're putting it at the 34-yard line because that is absolutely incorrect.
Now I'm going to guess they're trying to make some sort of mark off of the different penalties at play here. That's just my guess.
There's more than one penalty?
I saw 2 flags, for sure.
Okay.
There were definitely 2 flags.
Because, that has to be the reason because there's no doubt that he was at the 40-yard line when he was tackled.
All right, so let's see what we got. We got a holding against, and then, that's it.
So
well, that's still.
Well, so why is it 4th down then?
I have no idea.
Yeah, if they're taking, it's got to be 3rd.
And they're going. They're going
there
back
it is.
now.
It is 3rd.
Okay. Good Lord. Okay. So we're back to where we started from at 3rd and 20 on the acceptance of the holding penalty. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure he had enough for the 1st down. He was at the very least right at the marker.
Well, nonetheless, 3rd and long for the Patriots here.
3rd and 20 from the 20.
We see Caden over here on the wide side of the field. Looking like single coverage so far. We see if he gets safety help over the top. But that is who Bryson has gone to tonight, one time with success.
He has 3 wide receivers to the right. Bryson takes it from shotgun. Slings it down the middle of the field. And Jordan Chambers-Smith is able to make the catch.
Let's go.
Yes.
At the 46-yard line. What an adjustment of the body by Jordan Chambers-Smith to come up with that one in addition to the interference. But he still makes the catch, so he doesn't need the interference.
You know what? That was, and I know Bryson did not mean to underthrow that ball, but that DB had his back to Bryson and allowed Jordan Chambers-Smith to turn around. He could make a play on the ball despite being interfered with, Brett.
Guys,
Can you play that one again, Avery? On that one, Bryson was on his back foot.
Yes.
Because he was being pressured. He threw it off his back foot, but what an adjustment there by Jordan Chambers-Smith.
We have got to come back to Jordan Chambers-Smith.
Look at this right here. See, he's being hit as he releases
right, but
it.
it's underthrown.
Right, go back to live, please, Avery. Back to live action on 1st and 10 for the Pats. Bryson with the play action.
Wow, again. He
goes it down the field toward Jordan Chambers-Smith. Incomplete, but a flag comes in. I believe this is going to be defensive holding in the defensive secondary.
I agree, Brent. I think he got him before the ball was thrown, so it will be holding, which will be an automatic first down.
Yeah. Good call, boys. Hey, very quickly, and I think it's really important to bring this up because I don't know that we gave him his due diligence last week. The catch that was made by Jordan Chambers-Smith that was a la Tyrone Prothro, where he basically caught the ball against the guy in a hug, and we didn't really have a great angle. We couldn't really see it on our broadcast. I think those that were watching ABM 68's broadcast could see it a little better, but that's 2 fantastic catches by Jordan Chambers-Smith in 2 weeks.
We saw him do it earlier this year, too, down in this right-hand corner. He just makes great adjustments on the ball. Here's Bryson with a keeper over right tackle, moves it to the 30. Nice pickup of about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. How do you feel about 6 yards on first down?
I love it. And that's, you know what, 4, 5, 6. Look, 4+ yards on first down. You stay in schedule for the new set of chains. If you can stay ahead of schedule and get your first downs, I like the first down, 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
Bryson in shotgun. 2 wides to the right, 2 to the left. The snap, Bryson keeps it over right guard. Sidesteps. Jitterbugs a little bit, moves it down inside the 25. That's a pickup of 5, and that's enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
Really good job there by Bryson. The physicality that Bryson has run with tonight has been really impressive. Also, I've enjoyed the playmaking or the play calling to use more Bryson Kimbrough run.
Right.
There's been a ton of Bryson Kimbrough run tonight. This feels like a belly.
You get an extra blocker that way. Bryson under center.
Oh, I love it.
Sweep around right end. Jacoby Harris looked like he was going to break free, but a nice tackle made there by the Hueytown defensive back. Still picks up about 4, 2nd down and 6 from the 21.
I love the call because you think belly, and then you had a little motion, you had a nice action with Bryson, and then, of course, no belly, but the nice play action led to a good first down play. A little behind schedule with the 3 yards instead of the 4.
Well, it's close to 4.
But it is close. I like it.
Yeah.
Where did we get this? I mean, a whole tube of ketchup?
Oh. Here's Christian Ritchie around right end on the toss sweep down to about the 15-yard line.
So you brought the whole tube?
They're our new sponsor. Heinz is our new sponsor.
You missed the whole Pittsburgh Steelers part.
Oh, did I? Dang it.
Because you know I'm a Steeler from way on back.
Oh, I bet you are. I bet. What do you know? You root for the greatest team in the history of NFL. I'm sure you're a Celtics fan also.
I am a Celtics fan.
Of course you are. You probably root for the New York Yankees.
When I was, no, I'm not a Yankees fan.
You know, this month we've been talking about compassion.
Yes, I do need compassion.
All right, the handoff on the belly G up the middle to Christian Harris. Tough run down to the 12-yard line, and that's enough for a first down in the Centel Home Design red zone.
And guess who my favorite hockey team is? I'm a huge fan, you're not going to believe it, of the Montreal Canadiens.
But listen, I can explain, okay? I'm a loyal person. When I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Would you allow me?
Sure.
Would you allow me?
Sure, indulge me.
I was a kid. All right, we're at a timeout here, but we're not going to take this break because I've been trying so hard to get this in and not be interrupted by you and make my comment about this.
Mute me.
So may I? Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so I was a kid, right? Just getting into sports, 5 to 7 years old, and those were the good teams at the time. And when you're at that age, you kind of latch on to the team of the moment, right? And that's what I did. But I have stuck with them all these years. And it's the Steelers. I'm a Steelers fan. It's also the Celtics, yes. Back in the 70s, right? Early to mid-70s. And My favorite baseball team, not the Yankees. Want to take another guess?
The Cincinnati Reds.
You got it. The Cincinnati Reds.
Big Red Machine.
The Big Red Machine. I loved them.
I cannot believe we root for the same baseball team. Golly.
You're a Reds
y'all
fan?
should get.
I grew up in Southern Ohio.
right,
I mean,
right.
I was
Well,
born in Ohio.
Why don't you get like you can get a Joe Morgan jersey and you can get a Tony Perez jersey.
See, I watched Joe Morgan and Tony Perez play.
Now, see,
I watched Ken Griffey Sr. play.
Well, now,
Johnny
see,
Bench.
I was
Pete
a little
Rose.
bit. I'm a little younger than you. I'm a little younger than
You're
you.
more than Eric Davis.
I'm Davey Concepcion at the end. Barry Larkin.
Barry Larkin.
He
Yeah,
took
was
over
awesome,
for Davey
yeah.
Concepcion, and then, of course, Eric Davis.
Eric Davis
Was that
was
Rob Dibble?
Rob Dibble, the Nasty Boys.
Yeah. Who was the other nasty boy? Dibble
Myers. There was Myers. Rob Myers. No, Rob Dibble. It was Myers because he got blonde curly hair.
Right.
Okay, guys, we're ready for the first pitch
We're
of
talking
the
about
eighth
the
inning here.
Also,
First and goal. I'm sorry, not first and goal. First and 10 from the 12 for the Pats. Bryson under center. Play action. Bryson's in trouble. He fumbles it, but it's scooped up very alertly by Jacoby Harris as Bryson was hit from behind and lost control of it. But it bounced right into Jacoby's arms, but he's tackled way back at the 22-yard line. A loss of 10, making it 2nd and 20 from the 23.
sorry, I don't want to take away from the football game here, but also don't forget Jose Rio and Chris Sabo.
One more baseball
Chris Sabo,
comment.
love him.
The Braves did win 3-0 tonight. The Braves did win on our pennant chase.
RSV Design scoreboard
There we go.
update.
So the Braves beat the Royals 3-0.
Braves.
All right, the count is 3-2 on the field. 2 men on, 2 outs. Bryson in shotgun. The snap, Bryson being pressured again. He gets it away, though. Completed to Christian Ritchie. Christian at the 15, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. What a beautiful play. Bryson Kimbrough under pressure. As he's going back, being hit, he's able to flip it over to Christian Ritchie at the last second. Christian turns on the Jets, evades a couple of tackles, gets into the end zone for the Pats' 23-yard touchdown.
There's so much here,
run.
and you know what? Sometimes I think we forget Bryson Kimbrough's a Division I commit quarterback right now.
Yeah.
You know, he's played tough competition. Christian Ritchie, only a sophomore right now, and they both made great plays to put the Pats up 20, pending the extra point, to 7.
Christian Ritchie, man, what a play.
The extra point attempt is up and good by Hudson Hall, 21-7. Listen, that play to me was Bryson Kimbrough.
Yep.
Having the presence of mind as he's being hit to find Christian Ritchie over to his left. Can you play the replay again?
And nonetheless,
please, Avery?
if you can get the replay, you're right, 100% Bryson. Christian did make a nice over-the-shoulder catch and did shed a tackler.
Watch this as he's being hit.
Yeah,
he finds him.
You're right. That's all Bryson.
Yep.
Right there. Good job.
And then the broken tackles and weaving through the secondary for the touchdown. Just a beautiful play all around.
Really
Definitely
well
the play
done.
of the night.
If you'd like, do we have a sponsor for our replays? Because we
do
need
not.
one. We need
Jeff
one.
Hinton need to be our sponsor
If
for our
you'd like
replays?
to sponsor our replays, it's only $2 a month. Or it's $2 a game. $2 a game. That's it.
$2 a replay.
$2 a game. No, if you pay $2 a replay, you won't be able to afford that. You won't be able to afford it. I think maybe Duncanville Middle School might be the new sponsor.
The Hillcrest High School homecoming dance, if you'd like to sponsor.
Yes.
We got plenty of that.
Yep. If you'd like to sponsor anything we got, call us.
We can
be
sponsor
sold.
my first block ACT class.
We can be sold.
Oh, it's an onside kick by the Pats, and it's not going to go far enough before it
sold. I can
dies
say it right.
at the 48-yard line. So,
I meant to say we can be bought.
Oh, for cheap.
okay, was there? Wait, guys. Was there a whistle before?
Yes,
I think
we were offside.
Okay, I don't think that it was an onside kick. I think Hudson just pulled up and.
No, it was definitely an onside kick.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I thought the whistle blew, and that's why he pulled up.
It was definitely an onside kick, but we messed it up with the offsides. Now we won't offside. We won't onside it again.
Offsides on the onside.
They wouldn't be looking, though.
You're right, Brent.
5-yard penalty.
Oh, is it onsides or onside?
We do have a sponsor. We have a sponsor, Maxwell Elementary.
Hey.
The Maxwell Elementary replay for $2 a game.
Hey.
I saw her yesterday at the parade. I got a story about that in just a second. Well, look at this kick by Hudson Hall over the head down to the 10-yard line and through into the end zone across the goal line.
I love it.
And it's going to be a touchback. After being backed up 10 yards, Hudson Hall comes through. Wow. Okay, I saw Francis Ann back. Okay. She doesn't. I've only seen her one time in my life in person. Okay. Introduced myself, but that was like, I don't know, maybe a year ago.
Okay.
And I saw her, and I said, "Hey, Francis Ann." She looked at me like she didn't know who I was. I said, "Come on, you know me. You at least know my voice." She was like, "Oh, you're Brett. I do know your voice."
That's right.
Because she's like our biggest fan on Mixlr. She said she never watches the games, though, because when she watches, we lose.
And then thank you, Fab. We appreciate that,
You know
Fab.
what? I don't know what kind of administrator she is, but she's a fantastic human being.
I agree.
Well, you can tell. All right, we're back to action here. Here's a quarterback draw. Penalty flag comes in. Tackle made right at the line of scrimmage. That's Miles Madden again.
What is this guy throwing a flag? What is this?
Let's see what the call is.
It's going to be a penalty against too many. Penalty,
it's
penalty
holding.
against.
It's holding against Hueytown.
Against who?
It's against one of the wide receivers. They held Javarsky Lanier. Yeah, so can we get a Maxwell Elementary replay on that?
Not yet.
Oh, right.
We missed it.
Well,
the
let's
next
do it
one will
again.
be. But again, you were talking about you don't know what type of principal
I just
she is.
like her as a human being for sure.
I can testify that as we were there in the parking lot waiting, getting all the cars lined up and everything, there was probably about 10 to 12 kids that came rushing toward her, hugging her.
Oh, that's
Miss Baggett,
fantastic.
Miss Baggett. They love her.
But
So
kids
that
do
says
that.
a lot.
But kids do that to Mr. Hinton too.
So in other words, you're saying Francis Ann is not a great person, a great principal, right? Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Is that what you're saying?
He's saying both of them are.
I'm saying they're
okay.
fantastic. They're here for
Okay.
the kids.
Okay, flag in again.
Nice.
Incomplete pass here on the right side.
Marvin
Let's see what the
Johnson.
marker is.
Marvin Johnson with the pass breakup, though. Avery, you got one of those Maxwell Elementary replays? There's no flag.
If you're listening right now and you just tuned in and you don't know what the score is, I bet you can guess who's on top.
21-7.
This reminds me of the previous 3 years and 2 games.
That's
All
right.
But there's still a lot of time
You're
left
right.
in
You're
this
exactly
game.
right.
guys.
Avery,
I don't
need
need
you
to
to
get too
queue
giddy.
up. You got to queue up one more. For the Maxwell Elementary
When it's
here.
appropriate for a replay, she'll play a replay. All right, here's the snap. The pass and almost. You can replay that one. Here's a Maxwell Elementary replay coming up.
We'll see. You can.
Ellington with the attempted pass here on the right side and almost picked off by the Pats for a pick six, but not quite. But as it is, it's third and about 20.
And thank you to Maxwell Elementary for that replay. And if Fab said $2 a game, I was hoping she meant like $2 a replay.
Yeah, that's it. $2 a replay.
Oh, man. Well, look, I'm just good for $2 a game. That $10 we take in for the rest of the season is going to get us a Coke and a smile.
Ellington. Marvin Johnson almost there with another pick six as he's there to break up the pass in the backfield.
Brent, we joke around our mood is dependent upon how the team is doing. But you know what? Our mood is kind of the same as the team out there right now. You know that they're starting to fly around. You can see them with a lot more energy. Very similar to us. And I think that's natural, whether you're old men broadcasting a game or young bucks out there playing a game. You know, it starts to build one play after another, and you can see our defense really, turning back the clock to 2023.
So the Gophers forced to punt. High wobbly kick will not be fielded.
Hit him.
It bounces at the 40.
Damn,
Takes a
didn't it
bit
hit
of a Gopher bounce.
Yeah, I'd already hit him.
And it will be down at the 47-yard line.
It touched around the 40-yard line, didn't it, guys?
I thought it hit him,
I think he might have dodged it. I don't know.
Okay, he may have.
The officials believe he did. 6:49 remaining. Hillcrest up 21-7. 6:49 remaining in the third quarter, I should say.
And this Cincy change of possession is brought. This change of possession brought to you by Cincy. Cincy. Plug it in, smell it, and you'll know that you're involved with Cincy.
Where'd you go after?
No. Megan
What's
Guy.
in that ketchup?
Okay. Megan Guy
What's
is
in
a
that ketchup?
Cincy seller. She's and a Cincy smeller.
Oh, good.
She said she'd sponsor something.
The toss sweep Javion Lowe takes it. Nice pickup by Javion down to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 5 yards on first down. He's just playing now. He's just texting people and playing. He's not paying any attention to the game.
We're up by 14. We got Coach Hinton dancing in the background, getting ready for the Hillcrest homecoming.
Coach Guy's wife. Coach Guy's wife. She sells Cincy.
I know.
She said Cincy would like to sponsor something. I said, you just tell me what. So I just made that up. The change of sponsor, the change of possession brought to you by Cincy. Good.
Okay.
It smells good. That's $2.
Bryson under center. The toss sweep. This one goes nowhere. Jacoby Harris, maybe about a yard. 2 yards down to the 40.5-yard line. It'll be third down and about 4.
Guys, I have great news.
Do we have a third down sponsor? Do we have a third down sponsor?
All right, Bryson in shotgun on 3rd and 4. I'll keep you updated on what's happening. Bryson with a keeper, spins forward down to about the 37-yard line, but he's about a yard short. I think this might be 4-down territory. What do you think, Brian? You're still watching the game.
This is definitely a 4-down territory. I was wondering if we had a 4th down sponsor is what I'm thinking, though. No, I would think, listen, we're up 2 scores, Brett, as hilarity ensues in the booth right now. 4th and 1, the offense is staying on the field, though. Oh, Lord, with tight formation, golly, do we have the guts to play action?
Christian Ritchie right behind Bryson Kimbrough, who is under center. Javion Lowe deep in the I formation, about 8 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. Here's the belly G.
Oh!
Christian Ritchie, he's got it. Plenty. Pickup of about 5 down to the 32. Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
Guys, I have picked up more sponsorship.
Hey, good, good.
The change of possession brought to you by Cincy, $3 a game.
Okay.
And Maxwell Elementary replays are up to $5 a game.
Whoa,
guys.
Okay.
Bryson Kimbrough takes the snap, a keeper straight up the gut, but he's met right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a yard to the 31, 2nd and 9. I hope you don't make our real sponsors angry who pay real prices for these things.
Look, they're schools. It's more like Megan Guy. She's the wife of a football coach. She's on a limited budget.
4 minutes and counting remaining in the third quarter. Hillcrest with the ball at the Hueytown 32-yard line with the lead 21-7. Bryson in shotgun. This is going to be a double pass, guys. Jordan Chambers-Smith back to Bryson Kimbrough on the right side. Bryson with blockers out in front. He's down to the 15, the 10, the 5, and touchdown.
Yes!
Can we get a Maxwell Elementary replay on that one? Will you allow that? Here he is, the double pass.
And that was, who's another spot? Stephen Fikes touchdown. Somebody. We got all kinds of sponsors. You're getting all kinds of shout-outs tonight.
All I know is the bleachers look good over.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they sure do. And that's probably brought to you by somebody also.
All right, so that extends the lead to 27-7, pending the Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt.
And that's a real sponsor. Thank you, Brandy Patterson.
Thank you. Yes, she also is a spouse of a football coach.
Snap placement, kick is up, and it is through. 28-7 pass.
Whew. Man, guys.
Who sponsors your behavior?
That's called homecoming week. Lack of sleep. And speaking of homecoming week, golly, I needed a freaking game like this so far after a homecoming
Holy
week,
cow.
man. Let me tell you.
You know, even if it wasn't homecoming, I needed a game like this.
No kidding.
This is fantastic.
I mean, obviously, I'm transmitting my feeling to the whole crowd. It just feels like everybody's kind of got a little juice right now. You know, band's playing a little sharper, cheerleaders cheering with a little more enthusiasm, just like the team's playing with a little more energy.
It also feels like the crowd may be a little bit bigger than we've had.
I agree.
And, you know, obviously the weather did hold off for the evening. I think a lot of people ended up coming in.
Maybe they came a little late.
Yep.
Yeah.
But here we are with a pretty big crowd.
Really, late money still spends, though.
All right, so here we go with the Hillcrest. We need to take away this sponsor. You're losing your sponsorship
I'm okay
for
with
your
it.
behavior here
I'm okay with
tonight.
it. Oh, yeah, well, I deserve that. I deserve it.
Look at this kick from Hudson Hall, deep down at the 6-yard line. It is bobbled, but picked up after the dribble.
Oh, that's a blindside block.
And now
It's a face
the
mask.
returner
That's
down
okay.
to the 25-yard line. It's going to be a face mask at about the 35 against Hillcrest. Did they throw the flag over here on the block of the back?
No, but
that is going to be a face mask down here.
There was a there was a block in the black.
Yeah, block in the back.
Holy cow!
okay.
Holy cow!
Easy for you to say.
Well,
Megan, take away his sense.
I'll tell you this: I'm probably going to sleep tonight. Once I get home.
You think so? What time will you get home, though?
Well, it'll already be Saturday.
You know what? It won't be for me.
Good. Will you have the college football games on the TVs in there?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
good.
Except for there probably won't be one left. Maybe there's a West Coast Friday nighter.
You need to put our replay on.
It looks like Virginia
replay.
Tech is wanting to extend their lead here on a field goal.
I think that was
Virginia
another
Tech now
50-plus yarder.
27-17
That's
over Miami.
RSV college football scoreboard.
And here's a handoff up the middle. The nice swarming defense by the Pats on the carry there by A.J. Robinson. He'll be stopped in the backfield for a loss of one.
That was Miles Madden on the tackle right there,
We've
boys.
said his name a lot.
Yep. I'm telling you, he's been a really big addition to our defensive unit. And here's the good thing. Regardless of opponents, our defense has continued to battle all year long.
Number
They
one
really
is in
have.
the game, guys.
Yeah, oh, is he?
He sure is.
Look at AJ.
AJ.
I'm going back to AJ Quarles. Yes.
A-Zay. All right, here's a completion down the middle of the field to the 35-yard line. Big pickup of 14, enough for the first down for Hueytown as they are in hurry-up mode.
By the way, good catch by you, Brent, to see Zay in there. Zay Hall, the junior middle linebacker.
He's been out since the first half of the Hoover game.
The snap and the keeper by Ellington.
Good play, Kendall.
Dances around a bit. Kendall Moorhead comes up to stop him, but not until he picks up 7 down to the 26.
You know, not bad by Kendall, but you would expect, when you say a good play by your defensive lineman, you'd like for it to be behind the line of scrimmage, not 6 yards downfield.
Right, exactly. Hueytown up to the line of scrimmage quickly once again. They go for the hard count. Hillcrest holds back. 2:07 and counting remaining in the third. The Pats up 28-7, but Hueytown threatening at the Hillcrest 26. The snap, Ellington back to pass. Slings this one down toward the middle of the field and incomplete. As Jamarian Bennett is there in coverage, and it will be 3rd down and 4.
Good coverage right there, guys. I mean, he had time for one of the first times this evening, and there was simply nobody to throw to.
That was a good post route there by the Hueytown, the post route running Goph. But Javarsky Lanier, you're right, Coach P. Really good coverage, step for step.
That was Jamarian Bennett.
Are we sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, all right. I mean, forgive me, but,
I know, you've lost your attention. Here's the snap. The swing pass out to the right side is complete. Dancing around and into the end zone on the completion to Drayden Foster, the wide receiver. That's a touchdown for the Gophers, making it 28-13. 1:46 remaining in the third. Guys, too happy too soon?
Yeah. I mean, listen, at this point of the season, I'm going to take what I can get for happiness.
Yeah, correct.
But nonetheless, I mean, this game's not over.
Y'all always fuss at me if I start getting...
No, you're right.
I didn't say anything to jinx. I just was celebrating. But blocked it.
Blocked.
That's
extra
not
point.
That's dead.
Cannot be returned. Let's see, who was that on the block?
That was Kendall Moorhead.
Kendall Moorhead, yes.
Do we have a Maxwell Elementary replay? There
we do, and here we go. Kendall Moorhead putting his big paw up there and batting it down. All right, so that keeps the score at 13 for the Gophers. 28-13, 1:46 remaining in the third quarter.
Nicely done. We'll have a Hillcrest tennis kickoff. Do we need a break?
Well, we don't have time for one.
That's okay. We'll take one in a minute.
Yeah. We haven't taken our third quarter break. Is that right? Okay.
28-13 is your score. 1:46 to go in the third. Hillcrest leads Hueytown here at HOCO 24.
Hashtag HOCO.
Hashtag
hey, HOCO 24.
While we have just a second, you guys were mentioning Zay Hall. Zay is in my college football tournament pool.
Hey.
He's in my pool, which means I have to play him.
You know what?
So you're talking about college football, the video game.
The video game.
Right.
We have a tournament going on with the Hillcrest High School, and I'm in one of the pools.
Have you played a game yet?
I have. I'm 0-1.
How bad?
I got smoked.
Okay.
It got away from me. I can tell you later.
Hurricane Helene knocks the ball off the tee.
Are they sponsoring anything?
Oh.
Yeah. Don't mention Hurricane Helene unless she pays money.
Probably too soon, guys, right?
Probably so.
I
That's
started
probably
it,
true.
though. Here's the Hillcrest tennis kickoff fielded at the 19-yard line. Couple of moves, 30, 34, 35.
I like it.
Still fighting for yards is the Pats running back Jacoby Harris, who was our player of the week on special teams last week, remember,
Yeah.
for several good returns.
Yes.
We have an injury on the field, so we will take a timeout. Your score, Hillcrest 28, Hueytown 13, 138 remaining in the third. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
What initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus. Being young, first time opening a bank account, and looking for some relationship. And so that's where I started. And then over the years, I have gotten married, had a family, and so it's just been with me every step of the way and in relationship with me.
Sam.
All right, we are back as the player is being helped off the field. Tidwell Payton body injury timeout. 138 remaining in the third quarter. Hillcrest up 28-13. Player makes his way off the field. That's Archerell Andrews, the defensive back / running back, who's had a pretty good night. Hopefully he's okay. Pat's up to the line of scrimmage. I formation. I think this is grind it down time, guys. What do you think?
I agree. Get to the quarter.
The snap and the handoff to Jacoby Harris up the middle. I'm sorry, that's Christian Ritchie. He's to the 40, a pickup of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5. Hey, Brad, what'd you think of that play?
I thought it was great.
Yeah? Could you analyze
nice
what
play.
happened?
Yeah, well,
Analyze
it's a nice play by Christian
Did it kind of
Ritchie.
look like your cell phone?
Well,
I kind of feel like I'm in my class and,
listen,
my
buddy,
students are on their cell phone and I'm having a fuss out.
RSV design scoreboard
Hey,
updates
that's what
or
I got
not?
as well. Yeah.
Yes. That's what my plan is here.
With that play, though, we've talked a lot about being ahead of the chains, not only this game or this year, but the whole time. 2nd and 5 right now. Brent, you mentioned grinding it down to the quarter. Great start to that.
Bryson with the option play. He'll keep it.
Oh!
Nice. Bryson breaks free. 40, 35.
Yes, Bryson.
Caught from behind, but what a great run by Bryson Kimbrough down to the 31-yard line. About 32 yards on the carry.
Nicely done there by Bryson. He's got a head of steam all night tonight, guys. His ability to run, it's really been, I think, empowered by his decision-making. He's done such a good job just kind of going with the flow.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Very
He is
heady
the
game
last
by him,
two
for
games.
sure.
I'm serious. It's been a real different player.
It's like he's decided, I'm taking this team on my shoulders.
Yes, I agree.
Bryson under center this time. The belly G to Christian Ritchie. Christian moves it forward to the 28.
Now, look, we're quick to call that the belly G. I've noticed, if you'll notice in the future.
That was just a straight handoff
Yes,
dive,
but that's
right?
what I'm saying. There are a couple different types of movements that Bryson has. It's a reverse spin. He reverse pivots, hands it off, and then he also sometimes just straight gives it on the dive.
Do
But yeah,
Right.
lights or no?
Oh, yeah, let's stay here because we're going to jump around.
HOCO jump around time.
That's right.
Let's see if
And
those.
hey, it feels good to jump around when you're up 28-13, doesn't it? Nice. Donald, can you get a better shot of the crowd there?
Pack it up, pack it in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Begin.
You know, one thing I love about that tradition is that the other side always joins in.
I agree. And, also one thing, I realize it's 4 or 5 years ago, but it came about very naturally as well, though. It's not manufactured. It was just a night at County High where the lights went out. I know it's a surprise. We won the game, and we just kind of went with it.
And it kind of feels like a lot of other places have started doing the same thing. But I will go to my grave saying that it originated here because of that mistake.
I will as well. Brad, any scoreboard updates real quick?
Hoover leads Parker in a barn burner 10-7.
There's a lot of people who think Parker's one of the better teams in the state talent-wise, regardless of classification.
Hewitt leads Pinson 45-0.
Woo! Hillcrest leads Hueytown 28-13. Bryson with a keeper around left in. This time he's got some room. 20-15.
Nice.
All the way down to the 12-yard line. Big pickup of 17 for Bryson on that one, and a Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
And thanks again to RSV Designs for those scoreboard updates. In a real quick one, Miami trying to come back. It's only the third quarter, about halfway through the third, but Virginia Tech does lead Miami 27-17. That's important because a lot of people right now have Miami as the ACC champ, potentially, and a bye earner in the playoffs.
Right. Bryson takes the snap, hand off to Christian Ritchie. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He bounces off, but he bounces to the side, and he'll be brought down for a very short gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, but Brett, last week, the weeks before this in the region, 7A Region 3, instead of it being a 3-yard gain, it was a 2-yard loss. It just seems like we're able to get a couple more here and there.
Agreed.
And it makes a lot easier.
And we have an opportunity for our break now. 28-13 Pats, back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
All right, we are back at Roy Johnson Stadium for hashtag HOCO 2024. Hillcrest up 28-13. And what do we got happening here? We got
It looks like an interception by Virginia Tech over Miami. Now remember, if you're in the playoff contention, your quarterback is probably the leading candidate for the Heisman currently, and he throws an interception.
As they're down at the 5-yard line.
Yes, and you're also losing to a team that lost to Vanderbilt.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Man.
Wow.
Well, they did lose
Vanderbilt's
to
pretty good this year, though.
Well, no doubt,
Vanderbilt
I
is
agree,
respectable.
but you're a playoff contention team. You can't lose to a
2nd
team
and
lost to
8.
Vanderbilt.
Bryson with a keeper around left end. Bryson at the 10, at the 5, breaks the tackle inside the 5, but he will be brought down at about the 4-yard line. But guys, it's enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down, I believe.
Your clock stopped.
Let's see. Yep, first down, first and goal.
Man, I love that run. I also was expecting, like you guys, I was kind of waiting on that offensive line, to
kind
show
of shove
up.
him forward.
Yes. Clock stopped, 28-13. Come on, boy. Oh, no, it isn't stopped. It's just having difficulty talking to that other thing.
Bryson under center. The snap, the handoff to Christian Ritchie. And Christian is in the end zone, untouched. Touchdown, Patriots. 34-13, pending the extra point. Hey, you recognize that score, 34-13, as a Bama fan?
What was it? I don't.
You don't?
No.
92 national championship game over Miami.
Wait a minute.
34-13.
What?
34-13 was the score of the national championship game in 92 with Bama over Miami.
Was it, what? I don't remember that game. Actually, you know what?
I was there.
I was watching
I was there
at the Sugar Bowl.
I was there. I had 50-yard line seats for that game.
I bet you did.
Provided to me
by your best friend Peyton Manning.
Nope. Coach Ken Donahue, actually.
Oh,
my
really?
next door neighbor, yeah.
And if Ken Donahue has any Georgia, Alabama tickets, Brent would love to have them.
Well, I doubt he has any now.
No,
because
he passed away.
Yes.
Well, dang it, Brent.
You know what?
You said it.
You should have friggin' said God rest his soul or something. Yeah.
God rest his soul, yes.
One of the people,
Okay.
one of your best friends just texted me, said they had some tickets for you, but then they gave them to me instead.
Right. Yeah. Oh, well.
And that joke is brought to you by Sensi.
That joke is brought to you by Senseless over here.
Brought to you by the Hillcrest
Senseless
Tennis.
Armstrong.
The Hillcrest CTE joke of the week.
$4? 3?
It's a fake field goal by Virginia Tech, and it gets nothing. And so now Virginia Tech got the interception and a bunch of yards for no points. Still 27-17.
Okay,
Hokies.
as Brad goes to doing play-by-play for a game that's on television in college, as we are here live at the Hillcrest game trying to call this one.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
There's a game right here in front of you as well. Okay?
I had to sit down for a second.
He put a TV up here in the booth, and this is bad news for
It's
us.
awesome.
Hillcrest tennis
is.
kickoff, fielded at the 19. Marvin Johnson overruns the tackle momentarily, but his teammates pick him up at the 26, and the tackle will be made there, 1st and 10.
Listen, there is a battle that you're not going to pay attention to, nor do you probably know anything about. But Jordan Steele is one of the best gunners on our team, on this kickoff coverage team. And he and a Golden Goph have been going at it all night, which I'm here for. And I'm telling you, they are getting after each other. And a good competition by both boys. I love it. Good battle, fellas. And that battle's brought to you by Hillcrest Tennis.
Hey!
Yep.
All right, here we go. Empty set now for Ellington. Ellington drops back, slings this one complete at the 44-yard line. Pick up a 14, enough for a first down for the Gophers. After the completion there to Quintrell Jackson, the running back. 10-21, he was out of bounds. Also, well, actually just stopped the clock because of the chains moving. Clock running again, 10-15. Ellington back to pass. Looking deep down the sideline. And this will be dropped. Oh, my goodness.
Great coverage by
Nobody
Joe
there.
Davidson.
Keegan Horn wide open. Could not haul it in. No, I'm sorry, that's not Keegan Horn. That's number 14, Quintrell Jackson, who made the last catch. And he is just beside himself over there on the sidelines in dismay.
That's not fortuitous play. That just hasn't happened to us this year, guys. It seems like every time.
It has happened to us with us making the drops.
Excuse me, it hasn't happened to benefit us.
Right. Ellington back to pass. Unable to hook up with his wide receiver at the 44-yard line. 3rd down and 10.
Ellington, he's been pretty good. Every time I see a scrambling quarterback for Hueytown, though, who do you guys think of?
Earl. Yeah,
Tiger's dad, yeah.
But, Tiger's dad. Don't you say it? That's past our CTE joke allotment.
That wind's picking up.
Ellington under pressure is able to release it, but not connect with his wide receiver at the 48-yard line on the sideline as he dives for it unsuccessfully. 4th down and 10.
Pressure provided there by Hillcrest defensive lineman Deshaun Pope. Really good pressure.
Yeah, Hueytown down 3 scores with 10 minutes left, staying on the field for 4th and long from their own 43. Nope, now the punt team looks to be coming in.
I wasn't going to be totally shocked by that. I think it may be more like, at this point, is this concession of victory? Maybe.
Concession of defeat.
Well, you're definitely
you don't concede victory.
But if you're Hueytown, you do because you're down by 3 scores.
Defeat. You concede that you are being defeated.
I'm not going to give up defeat.
Oh, almost blocked
I think
by
you may have got a
Marvin
piece of
Johnson.
it.
How did that ball spin that way? Isn't that funny?
Kick rolls down
kick right.
to the 25-yard line, and Hueytown takes over there 1st and 10.
How many kicks has Marvin Johnson almost blocked?
All of them, it feels like.
I feel
Honestly,
like
it's got to be 4 or 5 of them
and
tonight.
he actually blocked one, remember, in the Vestavia game.
It was a field goal, but you're
a
right.
Field goal,
yep.
yes.
And then Kendall Moorhead blocked an extra point tonight. We've had several block kicks. I'd love to get one of those punts, fellas.
I'm still not sure he didn't get a finger on that because he didn't get much on that.
We'll have to ask him.
Oh, I bet the answer is going to be yes, I did.
Whether it's true or not.
That's right.
Is that what you're saying?
That's right. I would. Actually, Mr. Jones, yes, I did get a finger on it.
All right, so here we go. 9:45 remaining, 35-13. Pats. Patriots with the ball on their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Bryson takes the snap. That is the belly G.
Yep.
To Christian Ritchie. I think you're right. It's when he spins and hands it off on the opposite side.
Well, there's two different types of movements by the quarterback. There's the back, there's the reverse pivot, quick handoff, or there's the step back give from the front side.
Right. But on the belly G, it's like
reverse pivot.
Yeah, yeah.
It's interesting how all that timing has developed over the years.
Well, that's the bread and butter.
Yeah.
The bread and butter goes to the belly every time.
You got that right. Goes to my belly.
I formation. Bryson takes it. Toss
block
to Jacoby Harris. Jacoby fighting for yards. Crossing the 35 to the 36 and picking up the first down. Stephen Fikes All-State first down. He's not a big guy, but man, he's fighting for those yards with a lot of strength.
I love the contact and block by little number 2, Christian Ritchie. He's not very little in person. He's a kind of a boulder, but really nicely done there. Point of contact block and really allowed Jacoby Harris to get up in there and get some yards of his own. I love the unselfish play.
Why is our thermostat set on 63? It's freezing in here.
Well, the window's open now.
But that wind, that air coming from my back is freezing.
Oh.
Kevin likes it cold.
Man. Our current broadcast brought to you by Charmin.
You saying I'm a softie?
Yes.
Oh, Christian Ritchie on the handoff up the gut. Stumbles as he cuts to his left. Still picks up about 3, though. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I want to what specifically, guys, take a look at this offensive line this next play. You know, sometimes when you're watching games, what do you really watch? Generally, you watch the quarterback take the ball, then you see what he does with it, and then you watch that. Watch the line this particular play. Let's just see what sort of explosion they get on when the ball snaps. They've been very impressive to me tonight. Only the line.
Only the line.
Come on, Rylan.
How am I going to call it?
Well, you don't have to watch the line.
Okay. I'll try anyway. Bryson takes the snap, runs behind that line over right guard, picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 4.
I thought they did a pretty good job busting off the line of scrimmage there. Couple yard push back, not a huge push. Probably not as much as Coach Ashley would like.
No, but I think you can talk to any offensive lineman, guys, and they're going to tell you I prefer to run block, right? That's
No
just
doubt.
getting there, getting after the guy, driving the feet right there, instead of being back on your heels. So when you do establish a running game, these linemen start to feed off of that momentum. And, you know, Brad, like you've said, they've dominated the line of scrimmage.
I think so.
Bryson under center. Let's watch that offensive line again.
Nice.
Pitch out to Jacoby Harris on the toss sweep around right guard.
Nice.
Jacoby with a nice run into Goph territory down to the 46. Enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
I thought the line did really well right there.
It looks like they're really starting to establish themselves, and the defensive line of Hueytown seems worn down, and the offensive line of Hillcrest energized.
And guys, Arkel Gladden.
I saw that too.
Yeah,
That's who I
a
saw.
sophomore
Yes.
tight end.
Right.
Has come into the game. He's coming out now. Zari Hughes replacing him.
Great
but
job.
I thought so too. And a kid that I'm not even sure I can pick him out of a lineup in the school, you know. But it's somebody that is, established themselves as a pretty good blocker so far
and
tonight.
he stayed outside the pads,
Yeah.
even though it was tough on that sweep, making sure he did not get the hold play. Speaking of, I miscalled A.J. Quarles here on homecoming. A.J.'s down there.
I saw that. Jimmy Rice Edison.
Who's with them? Is that Matthew?
Let me spot him.
Right there in front. That's him, right? Is that Matthew right there? AJ is there at around the 42, the North 42.
Christian Ritchie up the gut, 25, 20, 15, 10, 10, stumbles into the end zone, touchdown, Patriots. Yes, Christian Ritchie once again getting the shoestring tackle from behind, but this time he's like, I am not going down. I don't care what it takes. I'm stumbling into this end zone. It's a touchdown for Christian Ritchie.
That is great. So proud of Christian right there. Guys, interesting to note. I just want to make sure that we bring this up. That same, maybe not the same exact play, but a very similarly styled play. The guys, it's Christian Ritchie. He's breaking free on a big run. Against Hoover, what happened in that same play?
He got caught.
That's what I was talking about. That time he was not going to be denied.
That's right.
Did you say there's the goal line? I'm staying up somehow, and he did.
That's what I was thinking. Don't you fall, Christian.
He was like, this is not happening to me again. Dr. Brandy Patterson, extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 42-13 Pats, 5:37 left.
God,
I cannot believe we're routing these guys.
I was hoping for a win tonight, and I thought it would be a competitive game.
Yes.
And I'm very glad I was wrong about it being competitive. I did not see us being up, golly, what is this, 4 scores with halfway through the fourth quarter right
guys,
here.
I'm serious. We need to go back. What is she? Is she down 4-1?
Now they've lost to 2 powerhouses. I just looked it up. They lost 28. Well, they're 3-2. They've lost. I think they may have lost to Mount Brook. They lost to Mount Brook. Well, the very first game, I think they lost to Clay Chalkville 28-7. And then they later lost to Mount Brook in the second game. I don't know if it was
like 25-23,
23-21.
Right, it was
23-21.
Yes.
Okay.
They're all of it is.
Okay.
And
then they beat Bryant 51-0.
Right.
Then Bessemer City 34-14.
By the way, okay, that sounds like not much, but Bessemer City, remember, was undefeated before that game.
And they manhandled a pretty good Central team a few weeks ago.
I guess my point is, this is a good football team.
That's what I think.
Yes.
Agreed. Those 3 second halves have really gotten us. Look at this kick by Hudson Hall.
Guys,
in the end zone for the touchback.
He's my special teams player of the game.
I agree. I'm telling you, obviously beyond the 6 extra points he's kicked, and I know, early in the year we were a little critical of him. He has done well the majority of these kickoffs this year. I mean, just placement-wise, and it looks like his leg's getting stronger as the year goes along.
I totally
agree.
I
noticed on these extra points, he's pounding them through, guys.
And it's not, there's also, every now and again it seems like he'll miss one. Not tonight. They've been right down Broadway.
Yeah, well, not only have they been straight, they have been very powerful as well.
Yeah, I totally agree, guys.
All right, Hueytown starts from their own 20. Ellington rolls out to his right. He'll just keep it out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the scramble, 2nd and 5. Want some ketchup?
Oh, no, thank you.
Ketchup?
Hey,
Huh?
that ketchup brought to you by
Heinz.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Terry Bradshaw, Joe Green,
Jack Lambert,
Franco Harris, Jack Ham.
Jack Ham was who I was going
Mel
to.
Blunt.
Lynn Swan.
John Stallworth
John
from
Stallworth.
Huntsville, from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Central High School.
That's right. No, Tuscaloosa High School.
Tuscaloosa High School alum. I was going with what they'd later be named, maybe.
Yeah. You can tell we're winning big when we're doing trivia.
Doubt.
All right, and here's a sack.
Who's
in
the
backfield.
center on that team?
That's Deshaun Pope.
No. On the Steelers. I'm still on the Steelers.
What did you say?
Webster,
I missed
Mike
what you
Webster.
said.
No. Is it Mike Webster? Okay,
Mike
yep.
Webster.
What did he say?
Listen, I actually
What's the
watched
question?
these guys.
I was trying to
remember?
think of the center on the
Oh, my gosh.
Mike Webster.
Oh.
One of the best of all time.
He was.
Yeah, sorry. You guys are way older than me.
The 6-0 approaches.
Man.
In a little over 3 weeks.
Well, by gosh, enjoy all of it. I'm not acting like this
the
is
last,
the last
few weeks of my 50s.
That's not what I meant.
Enjoy it.
Yep.
Because you'll be dead when you turn 60, right? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Ellington, back to pass. Tries to slip it across the middle.
He
but
went
it's
all Patrick
incomplete.
Mahomes there.
Yeah,
He dropped down
sidearm,
3/4. Yeah.
Almost an underarm softball pitch.
That's it. Don't y'all get the feeling like Hueytown's in this game at halftime somewhat, 21-7.
Yeah.
We come out, we put up the touchdown, and it's almost like Hueytown is what we were the previous 3 weeks, where you just slowly get demoralized and you're like, never mind, we don't have a chance.
Right.
And that's kind of what we've done and what we've done to opponents the previous 3 years.
This looks like a 7A team against a 6A team.
You're right.
And here's a fumbled snap
Watch him.
by the punter. He's going to pass it deep down the field,
Don't
and it will be incomplete
By the way,
the 49-yard
who made that play?
line.
Jordan Chambers Smith.
Let's see. Yeah, that's Jordan Chambers Smith. You're right. You said do not catch it. He made the right choice by knocking it down.
Right.
Because if he caught it, Hillcrest would have the ball back at the 45-yard line or so. As it is, they get it at the Hueytown 20.
He's a smart kid, and he's
a very smart
kid. Now,
kid.
the funny thing is, we've known Jordan Chambers Smith for not a real long time, right? So his GPA might be 1.6. But
It's not.
But with that play, he's a smart kid.
I can guarantee you his GPA.
No, his
And I'm going to tell you,
not 1.6.
What about our recently, we have our latest administrator, Taylor Smith. She was at Tuscaloosa County last year.
Yes.
So she and I were talking during the volleyball game, and then I'll finish that story in a second, Brent, after you call this first down play.
All right. 4:26 remaining.
By the way, that's Chambly.
It is Chambly.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Jordan Chambly in the game at quarterback. Here's a handoff over left guard. A new running back in the game, too. That's the Pats' Omari Taylor on the carry. Down to the 10-yard line. He's very close to another Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
Just to finish that story real quick, it's
Okay,
second and 2 right now. Taylor was talking about we're in a volleyball game, is helping supervise, and she saw Jordan Chambers Smith, and she's like, hey, that's the one kid I actually know in here. And she said the same things that Brad has said. Fantastic kid, smart kid, just a great player for Hillcrest High School.
He really is a good kid, I'm telling you. He's generally either doing one of two things, playing sports or studying.
Yes.
And he's a great interview at the Hillcrest Huddle.
Yes.
Very well spoken.
And just a nice guy all around every time I've been around him. Toss sweep now on the left side. A tackle broken down inside the 5. Down to the 3-yard line. And that is Omari Taylor once again on the toss sweep, making it 1st and goal for the Pats.
That was a really impressive run. Took a few shots before he went down and picked up nice yardage, guys. And now, can we start taking some timeouts? Because I don't want this game to end.
Oh, I know.
You want to be out at the dance like at what?
Well, there's two.
Oh, because the dance is going to end at a particular time regardless of when it starts.
Yeah,
Is that
correct.
right? Okay.
Yes, midnight. So I may have to pick up at the stadium.
Brad, you can help break down. For
Actually,
sure.
you know what I'll do?
Yeah.
You know what else I need to do? It looks like there's going to be a lot of trash in the stands.
There is.
I probably need to help.
But guys, I will tell you this: we got to stay on the air for the band to play their halftime show.
Oh, that's true. Yes, and I'll need to comment on it.
Yeah, you need to help out, right? Can't do it without you. Jordan Chambly under center. Here's the handoff to Omari Taylor again, and this time is he in the end zone? He's very close.
Oh, wow.
But not quite. Right at the goal line, about a half-yard short. It'll be 2nd and goal. Omari, the workhorse on this one.
You know, he's a. All I could think of was, you said workhouse. I was thinking he's a brick house. I don't know what. Oh man, Miami has scored 27-24.
Oh.
It's close at the end of the 3rd.
Oh, wow.
The Hokies lead the Canes.
Can the Hokies hold on? You got any other real scoreboard updates for us?
Stop paying attention. We're winning. We're winning. I'll look in a second for real.
Okay. But this is that week where the games don't matter.
Yeah,
because
pretty
they're not
much.
region games. But they're still interesting.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't matter that Jasper's beating Dora.
Jordan Chambly under center. The quarterback sneak, is he in?
Hey!
Touchdown for Jordan Chambly on the quarterback sneak.
I believe that's his first varsity touchdown.
I believe so.
Oh wait, no, it was a handoff, y'all. It wasn't a quarterback sneak. It was a handoff to number 36. Was that 30? Well, gosh, can you play that replay again? I got to see who that touchdown was.
And this replay brought to you by Maxwell Elementary, the Mustangs.
Great picture. Okay.
Avery,
Not
after
really
this
sure
extra
what
point, can you play the
camera's
replay
doing.
again so I can give the credit to the person who scored the touchdown properly? Look, we got a new kicker in for our extra point attempt.
Matthew Harbin.
Matthew Harbin in for his first extra point this year.
Snap, the placement, the kick is up and no good. Just a bit low. I played that touchdown replay again.
Intentionally.
All right, guys, let's watch. See if we can catch the number here.
It was blocked.
Let's see if we can catch the number here on who this was. It's the fullback, but I can't see the number.
30.
It is 30. Okay, was Amari Taylor.
Hey.
So fittingly, Amari
Correct.
Taylor gets the touchdown.
It looks like, by the way, I thought Matthew's kick was blocked. That was the problem there. All right, let's get some scoreboard updates
Sparkman
here.
up on James Clemens, 34-24.
Wait a minute, Sparkman?
Excuse me, Spain Park up on James Clemens,
Oh.
34-24. Briarwood leads 31-14. I think that's a bit of an upset.
Leads. I like that.
Well, Leeds trails here, but
Leads, but Briarwood leads.
Briarwood leads. Ooh, Parker, late score to go up 14-10
That's
on
a
the Hoover
final.
Bucks.
And that's a
Wow.
What was that one again?
Parker over Hoover.
Oh, wow.
I think Parker's the best
14-10.
team in 6A.
Wow. Kickoff bounces and also bounces off a Hueytown player's head. He's able to scoop it up, though. He's running east and west back inside the 5-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 5. Wow, that was a crazy play. Avery, are you too late? Are you too late? Let's see. It bounced. Well, you couldn't get the good part of it, just a little bit too late. But it bounced on the ground and then off the head of a Hueytown player. And then Artrell Andrews was able to scoop it up, but he couldn't get around the corner, and he was tackled inside the 5.
One more RSV Designs update. 4A Bibb County leads Northridge 35-13.
Oh, man, rats. But, guys, this is an interesting score. Orange Beach, I believe, what are they, 4A?
4.
Okay, they're playing Robertsdale tonight, 7A, okay? Final score, Orange Beach 45, Robertsdale 14.
They're rough. They're bad.
I know it, but you're a 4A school
I
and you
know.
just smoked a 7A school.
Wow.
That means you have literally, I bet you have triple the number of kids.
Oh, easy, if not more than that.
If you can, I'm serious. I know how this works because we've done this a long time. Give me 500 more kids. How many more athletes do we find?
Give me all of Orange Beach.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We are under 1
Man.
1 minute remaining.
Guys, we're under a minute remaining in this game.
It feels like we're about to have a blast off.
Donald, if you're listening, I need you to hang around and keep the camera on the band. Do not break it down. The band is going to be performing, so I need you to stay out there and earn your paycheck tonight.
Hey, that's right.
Threatening
That's
your
right.
money, Donald.
I'll tell you what, and that band performance will be brought to you by Donald Falls.
Donald Falls paycheck.
Here's a handoff
That'll do it.
over left guard, and that might do it, guys.
Guys,
might
what
just do
a
it.
great game. Regardless if they run another play or not.
No, we needed that one.
Man.
Yeah, that's going to be, well, actually, Hueytown
Never
up to the line of
mind.
scrimmage to run one more, possibly. We're down to 12 seconds remaining. 8, 7, 6. Yeah, I don't think they're going to snap it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and this one is final. Hillcrest bounces back at homecoming
Nice.
2024, 48-13 over the Hueytown Golden Gophers. Let's party at the dance.
Yes.
Or stay in the press box.
Or I'll just go home. How about that? All right, we're going to take a break and return with our post-game show after this. Keep it here on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house design Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at BamaStuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
So when I finally got into college, I remember that a lot of the finances were now not on my parents but on me. I remember telling my teller this, and she had such amazing advice to set up 2 savings accounts. One could be used solely to build up, and then the other could be used for emergencies. And I still have both of those accounts to this day. The Alabama Credit Union employees really have your back and are willing to do everything in order to give you great service. So
Strong, Brian Pirano, your final score once again, Hillcrest defeating the Hueytown Golden Gophers 48-13. All right, now let me see. I've been put in charge because Avery has gone to get ready for the dance. We allowed her to step out, so I'm trying to find. Okay, here we go. Stats. Okay, Two Gals Salon stat line, and we have a lot of stats here for us here tonight, thanks to Two Gals Salon. Guys, do y'all want to take a guess for the ball game, the total yardage? It was really close.
Sure.
Actually, Hueytown had more total yards at the end of the first half.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
By 9 yards.
So we're just doing total yards for each team.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take Hillcrest. It was, what was it, 180-ish? I forget what it was.
That's like 130-ish, yeah.
Okay, so I'll say 330.
Yeah, that's probably real close. I think we absolutely exploded in the second half. I'll go slightly less, and I'll say 308.
How about 405, guys?
Ooh, wow. Man. Wow.
Yep.
Explosion.
290 on the ground. I'm sorry, 404. 290 on the ground, 114 through the air.
Who led us on the ground?
I'll tell you in a minute after you guess the total yards for Hueytown.
Okay, I'll go first. Hueytown had what? What did they have it have? 180? Something like that? We'll say that. They did not have a great second half, thankfully. I'll go, golly, I'll say 269 for them.
It's funny. I in my head, I had 275.
Okay.
How about 219?
Wow.
So they only had, they had roughly between 30 and 40 yards in the second half.
That's amazing.
Good job,
That's crazy.
Great job, defense.
Yep.
You know, Greg Patterson's going to be a happy man
Good
looking
for
at
Greg.
the
Greg was
second half
his
tape.
tail off the last few weeks. That man barely has slept since we lost 3 in a row.
He sure has. You're right, boys.
Okay, let's look at the individual stats for the Patriots here tonight. Running the ball, Bryson Kimbrough, 15 carries, 110 yards,
Good for
2 touchdowns.
Good for him.
Christian Ritchie, 16 carries, 98 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jacoby, not a bad game either. 16 for 85.
Good for him.
Omari Taylor came in late, 4 for 19 and a touchdown. Javion Lowe, 3 for 12, and also that big first down pickup in the first,
We had 5 people
half.
in double-digit rush yards.
Yeah. Bryson Kimbrough, 4 for 8 through the air, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So Bryson accounting for 4 touchdowns here tonight. Receiving for the Pats, Christian Ritchie with 2 catches for 34 yards and a touchdown.
Man.
Big game for Bryson and Christian.
Dropped that very first one. He had a very good game, guys.
Sure did. Caden Smith, 1 catch for 45 yards and a touchdown. That first offensive play of the game, remember?
Right.
A big 45-yard touchdown pass. Jordan Chambers-Smith, only 1 catch for 35 yards, but what a big one it was.
Yeah, it was.
When he had to make the adjustment.
Yep.
He was being tackled as he was adjusting his body, still came down with it. Great play by Christian. Okay, so those are your big numbers for the Pats. Thanks to Two Gals Salon.
Thank you, Lori
for
Land.
the stat line.
Thank you.
Lori Land.
Okay, and now it's time for us, guys, to move on to our players of the game. Brought to you by Award Company of America and Walk-Ons. I think we talked off the air, and it was a debate, just a slight debate, between Bryson Kimbrough and Christian Ritchie because they both had monster games.
Right.
But this was really like Bryson's coming out party tonight for his senior season, saying I'm ready to make it a great one.
And
I thought so.
I agree, and honestly, I think that started a lot last week. I saw a different Bryson than
sure,
Hewitt
especially the
last
first
week.
half, yeah.
And I think Brad mentioned hit a good point here in the second half of this game. Really a decisive runner, whether it be pitch or whether it be hit the hole. He did both of those well, and he's made the right decision seemingly every time the last 3 halves.
And the play of the game is when he was going down and he flipped it over to Christian, and then Christian
If it was not the
broke
Jordan
tackles.
Chambers-Smith off his back foot getting taken to the ground, that's
so
a
many
heck of a
plays
pass,
like
too.
that. Yeah,
I loved the way
Mahomes-esque.
I loved the way that he ran the ball.
All right, yes, absolutely. Guys, we need to hurry so we can get the band in here for their halftime show.
Ahead.
For the defensive player of the game, who you got?
We settled on Miles Madden.
Yeah, I agree.
Called his name quite a bit tonight. He was all over the field. Yeah, Miles, congratulations to you. Special teams player of the game?
I thought Hudson Hall was fantastic.
I agree. 6 for 6, 7 for 7, 6 for 6 on extra points, and great job kicking off.
Hudson striking it really well. Okay, the halftime show for the Pats, Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band, is out on the field right now. So we're going to go to that here momentarily. But before we go, we want to remind you once again, your final score 48-13 in favor of the Pats. They moved to 3-3 on the season. Next week, guys, it's going to be another crazy week in Tuscaloosa County as the Pats will travel across the river to Northport to take on the Tuscaloosa County High Wildcats.
Golly.
You guys ready for County High Week?
I'm enjoying this
Which is crazier, Homecoming Week or County High Week?
Homecoming. Homecoming is way worse than County High Week.
Well, County High Week's been pretty rough.
At least we're all on the same team against County High.
Yes, you got that right.
Okay, guys, we're going to tell you good night and let you close this broadcast out with our Hillcrest Patriot Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band. Enjoy.
Go Pats.
Go Pats.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Hillcrest High School Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band. Join us on a journey through our emotions as we explore our innermost feelings in our show titled Emotional Odyssey. Tonight's performance features music from Beethoven, Holst, Queen, and Simon & Garfunkel. Please enjoy as drum majors Elliott Brown and Emerson Gore and the Hillcrest High School Marching Band take the field. The band is under the direction of Miss Megan Miller and Mr. Xavier Dickerson, assisted by Miss Brooke Mason and Mr. Sam Becker.